And welcome back, everybody, to a special edition of Bubba and the Bloom, episode 43. It's going to be a fun one. It's a live one. It is LABR 2023 15-team mixed online draft. It'll be an episode of Bubba and the Bloom in collaboration with the Baseball HQ YouTube page. You can obviously check that out on YouTube on Baseball HQ. Check out the podcast on Twitter at Bubba Bloom Pod. You can find myself on Twitter at BDintric and the man that is making the draft picks that we're going to make fun of or enjoy all night long on Twitter at RyanBHQ. Ryan, how we doing, my friend?
Probably the former, not the latter. I posted a little thing to this on the HQ message board, and one of the first responses when can we hurl insults at you? So that is absolutely on the table. The comment section is
all good lucks right now. It's all good lucks right now.
We've got Ben Tidd, we've got Will Baker, Gerald Points, we've got a bunch of folks. We had like 40 people waiting for the channel to start. So I'm pumped, man. This is like the third year, maybe fourth year I've streamed all by myself. I'm very grateful that you are taking some time out of your night to run this show, because it is a little bit tough to draft and stream, but it's all worth it. It's a ton of fun. So
that's what we do at Bubba and the Bloom. But we usually talk NFBC. Obviously, there's other formats, and this is a 15-team roto league, but it's got a little bit of differences to it. Why don't you let the listeners, viewers know what's up before we start in 5 minutes? Fred Zinke's on the clock in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so quick rundown of LABR. I think this is the 20th, 25th year that LABR's been running. Biggest differences between this and NFBC, because the NFBC is what a lot of folks talk about. It's the same general scoring. It's 15-team, 5x5 batting average. The biggest differences are, one, obviously there's no overall. So you talk about draft champions, main event leagues. In the NFBC, there's this emphasis on being balanced and that sort of thing. That kind of goes out the window in LABR. There's no overall. LABR is also a trading league, so you don't need to leave the draft balanced at all. And it's kind of fun that way. You will see, and you'll see tonight, and we'll talk about other teams kind of as we go. You'll see a lot of different types of roster builds in this, because again, you can trade out of a strength, you can trade for a weakness really at any time. I think the trade deadline is like late August, and I remember that well because I traded for Sean Manaea in this damn league last year. Didn't work. So those are the biggest things. Unlimited IL. I don't know if we said that. So unlimited IL is a thing. So you will see actually one of the things I'm interested to see is where will like a Bryce Harper go. He's not like in an NFBC league. If you draft Harper, you've got to hold him on your bench. He counts for one of your 6 bench spots. In LABR, you just stick Bryce Harper on the IL, and then you've got an open fab spot. We do another fab run before opening day. So those injured guys, even I think like a Trevor Story, Royce Lewis, those guys will probably go Story and Lewis a lot later than Harper. But that's another kind of big difference in LABR. I'm trying to think of the other big ones. That's about it. I mean, different drafters. There's some NFBC crossover with this. Jeff Erickson is in here. I know he plays a bunch of NFBC. Rudy Gamble does as well. And Fred Zinke. Yep. So I don't know. Question, two catcher.
Ryan,
yeah, 2-catcher league.
2 catchers, yeah.
2-catcher league, 9 pitchers. I don't know if there's an innings minimum. I probably should. Same.
Know your format, Ryan. Come on, man. That's good.
Same. I actually did look this up in the Constitution earlier. 20 games positions. So I think the positions are the same as what you'll see.
That's the same as the NFBC for sure. It'll be interesting though, because like one of the big caveats will be the no overall thing. Like we've seen, the way pitching goes in the NFBC, especially relief pitching. Will that stay the same in this format? Will guys be super aggressive, knowing they can either trade for it later, fab for it, be a little different in that regard? You mentioned the free agent pool with the also with the unlimited ILs will make a huge difference. So it's going to make a bit of a twist compared to what we're used to seeing on draft boards recently. This is kind of the kickoff to draft season for many. So this will be a fun one. It's on, your Sirius XMs, but this is where you want to be, the Baseball HQ YouTube channel, of course. So this is where the fun will be. This is where I'll get to make a fool out of myself to make Ryan relax more. It'll be a lot of fun, and I'm curious to see where Ryan's going here because I know he's been prepping for this one, even though he was at a bachelor party in Colorado and doing bachelor party things. So who knows where his head's been over the weekend. Plus, his head's humongous because John Rahm won a tournament this weekend. So we got to get that ego back in check here, and we'll see how the draft goes for that.
The draft will be a good way to get my ego back in check. And for anyone who just listened, that can open was a Red Bull. We're going Red Bull early tonight. I don't know, Bubba. You did a podcast before this. You're doing a pod after this, so I don't know what you're drinking. Probably some kind of Red Bull on steroids. But
yeah, I got my water and my Celsius like usual. My podcast juice to get going. The fun part for me is going to be there's no meals for this big man, so we're gonna make this work in a fun way. But as most can tell, I can probably survive for a few days if I needed to. So we'll be okay for a 3 to 4 hour pod here. Not to worry about that.
Speaking of prep, so yes, I had the pregame meal Chipotle about 2 hours ago. So that's a good, give it some time to go through before the draft. I'm fueled. I'm ready to go. No dinner tonight. I just ordered Chinese food for the wife and kids upstairs and Uber. So I got that taken care of. And I'm down in the basement. So I've got 2 screens on here. I've got you. I've got a backup laptop over here, and I got my phone. I preloaded, and I recommend doing this in any kind of league that anyone else is in. I preloaded the draft room. This is on RT Sports. Totally different draft software. I use it once a year. It's actually really good site, but totally different rankings in the draft room. So I preloaded that with NFBC ADP. And yeah, sixth slot. Looks like we're going to start pretty soon.
Yep,
I think
Fred Zinke's going. Or do they hold it for live radio?
I think they hold it for radio for a little bit, but it'll be like another minute or two. So.
Well, let's just have fun with this because we know you're an open book, and I'm not going to give all the secrets away. But are you looking pitcher or hitter first? Where are we going here?
So I'm open book. I know there's some that don't want to bring up names before they're picked or whatever. I'm throwing that out the window. I want this to be enjoyable, fun for everybody watching, listening. So I'll be throwing names out there before they're picked and praying that they come to me. 6th pick. I love the 6th pick, man.
It's a great pick.
A lot of people talk
falls
about
to you. It's beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of people talk like a top 3, top 5. I honestly feel there's a top 6 with Kyle Tucker. I know I'm going to get one of Judge, Acuna. See if I don't mess this up. Judge, Acuna, J-Ram, J-Rod, Tucker, and Trey Turner. I know I'm going to get one of those guys, and I'm going to take one of those 6. I want the power speed combo early. I did not think about a pitcher. I don't know what I'm going to do in the 2nd and 3rd round because, again, this is not NFBC. Pitchers do not tend to, at least in years past, tend to not go as early as they do, especially in like draft and holds because it is a fab league. I don't think like a Burns or Cole would fall to me in the 2nd round. If they did, I would take them. What I'm thinking about doing is Aaron Nola is my number 3 starting pitcher. If he's there in the 2nd round at, I guess, 25 overall, do I pull that trigger? Do I go Marcus Sem? Do I go like a bat? Going by ADP in the NFBC, I'll have a decision to make between, like Nola, Strider, who I'd go Nola over Strider, Woodruff, or a bat. And my bats would be like, Goldie, JTR, maybe Austin Riley, Michael Harris. Probably going to go Nola if he's there in the 2nd. I did some recon, and this is another kind of fun thing about LABR is like Fred Zinke posts his rankings. Steve Gardner, who's picking 3rd, I'm 6th, posts his rankings. So I did take a little peek at what they have. I don't think Aaron Nola is making it back to me in the 3rd round, so I have to make that decision right now. Zinke has Nola very high, so as he should. Smart man.
Yeah, Ryan in the chat says I think my KDS preference this year is 9 to 13. I'm kind of with Ryan. Like I want almost like I go backwards. My KDS is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then if I don't get that, then it's like 9, 10, 11, 12. I go that direction because I don't want, for some reason, like that 7, 8, even sometimes 9 range feels a little dirty. But I found so far in a lot of my early drafts, I've been a fan of that middle part of the draft, like the 10-ish area, like 6 to 10, even though I don't like the first pick, I don't like the 7 or 8. But then as the draft goes on, I like that middle spot for sure. So I think you're in a good spot where you have that option in the 2nd round. Do you want to go with Nola? Do you want, you have a lot more flexibility. You can avoid runs. You can kind of do those kind of things where at the ends this year, at least it's felt so far that it's kind of felt really reachy at times in drafts. So I'm really curious to see how it falls in this one. And we're just waiting
Closers.
for
Closers is
Sirius
another
XM.
one. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
start in looks like a minute and a half. So per the draft room. Closers is another one. I don't know what to do, man. Like by NFBC ADP, I will have the option to probably take Class A in the second, but I'll probably go Nola. In the third round, I could take Romano, Williams, Iglesias, Presley, or fourth round, Iglesias, Presley. There's like, so I have my secret sauce Google sheet here. I've got a by ADP a 34 and 37% chance that Iglesias or Presley would make it back to me in the fourth. Again, per NFBC, this is different, but that's all I have to go off. So I'm not totally sure yet when I'm going to take a closer. I'd love to get one of those top 7 or 8, even in a trading league, even in a fab league.
Well, it still makes such a huge difference because if you can lock in 30 plus saves out of one of your guys, we've talked about that before, that it allows you so much more flexibility later that if you don't get one of those guys, you're not so much chasing, especially in a league like this later on, but you're still chasing. Like you have a hole to make up, and you can still win the league with the hole in saves. That's for sure. That's been documented before. But if you can also not have that hole, you can maybe coast to a better finish type situation, or it gives you trade leverage. Maybe not for Sean Manaea in the future, but maybe for some other pitchers or team needs of some sorts.
You had to throw Manaea in there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for comedic relief / just dumb things to say. I'm here to keep things on their toes and do all that fun stuff. So that's the fun of it all. Ooh, that's a good one.
Just popped up from Britain. What's up, man? If Tatis fell to me in the second round, would I consider him?
I don't think he falls to you that far.
I don't think he does. I don't think I'd consider him. The weird thing about LABR, and this may sound weird because like in recent years, this is not early in draft season. But for a fab league, this is really early. And so I'm tending to like, and this goes into my like Nola versus Strider potentially in round 2 equation. I'm much more willing to go the safer route this early in draft season, where if this was like the night before opening day, I knew Strider was healthy. Maybe I go in that direction. So I did 1 year. I don't know when this was. I think this was 2020. I took James Paxton in like the 6th round.
Oof.
And the next morning he announced that he had just had back surgery.
And now the games begin.
So on
Fred
that
Zinke's on the clock, 50-second clocks. I like this. Move things along nicely. So that's a good plus. Apparently your dogs could hear the beep, the bell. So that's good. Ronald Acuna, first off the board. Here we go.
I think like Fred said he was going to take Acuna. So
yeah, I like the Acuna take. It's interesting. William Baker asks, how does LABR handle Shohei Ohtani? That's a good question.
I believe same as NFBC. One player. Yeah, it is the same as NFBC.
Is this a weekly lineup?
Yeah, weekly. With no Friday hitter moves. So it's truly weekly
hitters.
Okay. Yeah, it's true weekly.
That makes a big difference too. That makes streaming your Rocky guys a little different.
Streaming Rockies
Kyle Tucker
is
went number 2 to Tim McLeod.
Oh my God.
My man. We already got drama on the board, folks. Kyle Tucker, I thought taking him at 3 in my league was big. Number 2, Tim McLeod.
You have got to be kidding me.
Let's go.
I had this whole plan around. Oh, and then Turner Judge.
You're gonna get J-Rod or J-Ram.
I'm gonna get J-Rod or J-Ram.
You're gonna get J-Ram.
I'd rather have J-Ram.
So would I. I'd much rather have J-Ram. This is pure chaos out the gate here. This is beautiful.
Let's see what Steinor does. He might take Ohtani.
He could. And then would you go J-Ram over J-Rod still?
I would go J-Ram. Yeah. Easily.
The fact if you can get J-Ram at 6, there goes J-Ram. So it's J-Rod season. Or are you changing your mind? Are you changing your mind? He's like, out of the 6 guys, this is not who I wanted.
I like Tucker more than J-Rod.
So do I. So I took him 3rd in my draft. You're having trouble clicking that J-Rod button, aren't you?
Clicked it.
Okay. J-Rod to Team Bloomfield. Let's go.
Write this down.
You sure you clicked it?
That
there it goes.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, we got fireworks out the gate. This is fun.
Tim McLeod. Tim is awesome, man. Tim's a great dude, great player,
and he's always a wild card.
Yes, you'll notice he will take like Senga. He will take Senga. He will take prospects early. Some of these guys, and we'll talk through it a little bit through the draft. Have their idiosyncrasies that
Mookie Betts
always
at
come up.
7. I like that. That's like a safe play. So that's pretty strong. Yeah. Anthony Gialdi
Dude.
says J-Ram at 5 is pretty crazy. I've been noticing J-Ram kind of fall a little more. These like he still has his top picks, but he's been falling. Yordan Alvarez goes to Jeff Erickson, even with the hand injury, not concerned. So that is good. That is good.
That's another thing I just checked. RotoWire, like right before. I think Donovan Solano signed with somebody.
Yeah, he signed with the Minnesota Twins, so make sure you move him up your draft boards, folks.
No.
Kidding.
No.
Bobby Witt Jr. I like that at number 7 or 8, 9. Sorry, 9. I can't read. No, it was yeah. We're good. I just can't talk. Vladito goes off the board. Bobby Witt's been a fun conversation. Talked with Anthony about him actually. That he's got that 20, 20, 20, 30, maybe one day 30, 30 type possibility. So he's an intriguing option that's been talked about quite a bit lately. No pitchers yet. No pitchers as we hit pick number 11 right now.
I kind of have buyer's remorse over J. I don't know.
Yeah, J-Rod's a tough one, man.
Feel good.
Would you rather have had Mookie Betts?
No, I'd rather have J-Rod.
Okay, there goes Shohei off the board at number 11.
Rudy.
Now we're cooking. Technically, the first SP off the board, Britain, is Shohei. I don't count it that way, but technically, he's the first one off the board. Do we think it's Cole or Burns? Do we think it's Cole or Burns? Britain's asking.
I think it'll be Burns. I think it should be Cole, but
yeah, I got Cole ahead of Burns as well. But you got a pissed off Burns right now, so we got to see how that's gonna go.
Did you see that video? That was ouch.
Yep. That's why they say don't go to. There goes Juan Soto. That's a Harrison guy. He loves Juan Soto, so that makes a lot of sense there. Joe Sheehan, you got Ray Flowers, and then Eric. So I need a bigger.
Kyle Soppe. Kyle Soppe at ESPN.
Okay,
former first pitch attendee. He'll probably listen. Before he got big time, I always like to rag on him. Before he got big time and went on ESPN, he's a great dude.
Beautiful. Anthony Gialdi's asking you, who would you have picked at 7 if you had 7 instead?
I would have gone Yordan. I would have gone Yordan, especially in a league. Again, no overall. I'll try not to repeat it too much, but no overall, and you can trade for steals if I needed to. I think Yordan is like in this league. He's a monster.
Yeah, just stay healthy, kid. Just stay healthy. Ben Tidd says in his current DC, J-Ram went 6th. He had the 5th pick and went Judge over J-Ram. Yeah, I would have gone J-Ram, but that's just my bias. Ben Tidd's a much more successful fantasy player than I am, so we'll let that one go and trust him on this one. But Bichette, Freeman, do we not have a real first-round pitcher here? What do we get? Nope. Machado at 15. That's a bit interesting to me. That's a bit early, but we'll see. Goes ahead of Devers, goes ahead of Riley. That's a fun move.
That's fine. I don't.
There goes Tatis on the turn.
Yep.
You might get a chance here at one of the 3 pitchers. I think you're going to get one of them.
I'm pretty sure I'll get Nola. But dude, if I got Burns or Cole, that would make up for that Kyle Tucker. I'm gonna McLeod, man.
McLeod getting Kyle Tucker out the gate. That was just baller status.
I wonder if that's a min in NFBC 2 overall. You took him 3rd, Bubba. I know you did.
I took him 3rd. I'll check while we're having. I got ADP up here over the last 2 weeks. In DCs over the last 2 weeks, we have Kyle Tucker has gone as high as 5. So in DCs, mine was in an NFBC 50. So yeah. So we'll see. There was Rafael Devers to Ray Flowers. He goes Freeman, Devers, Stark. Get that corner going there. Not a lot of speed, a little bit with Freeman, but not a ton. But Flowers doesn't care because everything's like a garden for him. It's all rosy, so he's all good. He's got a lot of free time, cutting back on drafts this year. So we'll see how that goes for Ray Flowers.
Yeah, we didn't have KDS in this draft. We just got our things assigned. So
it might be the best way to do it because if things change, you don't have to worry about it. Mike Trout.
Still no pitchers, man.
Yep. No, I'm gonna laugh if you get Burns or Cole right here. This can get fun, get real fun. A Bichette Trout combo, especially in an IL league when Trout could go to the IL. Like to me, Trout with an IL situation, he's a first-round pick for me. Honestly, like that's a guy I could take him over J-Rod. No, I'm just kidding.
That is a pretty sweet combo. That's Joe Sheehan with Joe Sheehan has a totally he's one of the founding folks over at Baseball Prospectus. He's really interesting to draft with because he looks at things from totally different angle from like a non-fantasy background. So a lot of his teams, he takes like Francisco Lindor every year. I don't want to say way too early because he's going like the 3rd round. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go Lindor there.
Soto and Big Meat Pete for Harrison. That's interesting. Let's see where Rudy Gamble goes after his Otani pick. If he goes Cole or Burns here, man, that could be an interesting.
I'm curious if I'm pretty sure
situation.
Jeff Erickson will take Cole or Burns. Burns just went.
There went Burnsy. So let's see if Erickson gets you here. Erickson already took Vladito. There's like the speed kind of, it's an interesting speed wall here. Why don't you go Bryce Harper with your next pick? No, just kidding.
Leverage that. So the one who is kind of hanging around ADP wise is Austin Riley. I don't know if he'll make it back. I think we'll start to see a bunch of pitchers go here.
Yeah, you're going to see some aces go here pretty soon, especially if you take Nola, then they'll really start to go because they're going to feel a need to get some. At least I would think so. Again, different format, different group of drafters. There's a lot of your old school drafters where pitchers never used to go early, if you think about it. So different mindsets come into play. And Tim McLeod, there goes Austin Riley to Jeff Erickson. He's got the Vladito Riley combo. That could be like 80 home runs right there.
You've got 2 teams already, Podhorzer with Vlad and Riley, and then Alan Harrison, Soto, Alonso.
Oh, that's Podhorzer. Sorry, not Harrison. I'm an idiot.
2 teams that are not punting speed, but not worrying about bags early on. And again, in LABR, I think that's a
very good way to go about it. There goes Cole. Cole the Dr. Roto. Does Erickson get you? Does Erickson go? I don't think he goes.
I don't think Eric. No, he's got his rankings up on RotoWire. He's got Cole pretty low, so he's got like Verlander higher. He would take a different pitcher.
He's gonna go with the bat here. He's probably gonna try to get some speed if it's out there that he like. Goldie, that's not bad. I like that. Now you're on deck. Let's see.
I will be on total tilt if Aaron Nola goes here, man.
If P now takes Nola, this could be a lot of fun. It might be better than the Tucker the pick. That's all I'm gonna say. Who's your backup?
That's what I'm trying to think about on the fly. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Don't worry about it. Simeon just went, so you're good.
Jesus. Thank you, Scott. Actually, he's the bat I would have taken, actually.
That's not a bad spot there with Simeon with that power speed he brings to the table. Lots of runs scored, plays all the time. That's a good combo with Mookie Betts, actually. A Betts-Simeon combo right there. That's a good batting average situation, potentially with decent pop, maybe 50 to 60 home runs, and could be 50-ish stolen bases. So it's pretty nice right there.
All right, Aaron Nola. Here's a little bit of an issue.
RT Sports.
Yeah, so I've got the queue with my like NFBC rankings. When someone gets picked, they don't leave the queue. They just stay in there and they're crossed out.
Oh, that's a big problem.
There's got to be a setting. Okay, found it.
Found it. There you go.
Know your rules and know your software, people.
Yes, there you go. RT Sports, baby. Get some. But yeah, Nola, J-Rod. There you got power speed potentially. You got an ace on the bump. Are you still thinking potentially closer with the next go around? Because there's no closers yet.
Yeah. I think it'd have to be Class A. For me.
Otherwise, we're going bat.
3rd round closer. Otherwise, we're going bat or
Michael Harris.
Our boy Brandon Woodruff is available. Maybe him. I don't know.
Woodruff, Nola Woodruff combo is one of my perfect storms. So we're on the same page there. But Michael Harris the second going like he's still getting steamed up here. That's an interesting move for me right there. And I'm not in love with that pick, but smarter people than I. Anthony Gialdi does not think Class A and D is make it back. There goes Nolan Arenado, Judge Arenado combo. So that's an interesting 1-2 punch there as well. So
yeah, Arenado, he kind of like no one talks about him.
I love Arenado. He's boring, but just consistently 30+ homers, good batting average, 100 type situation. There goes the Sandy man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Tim McLeod does to light us up here.
Yeah, he'll probably take. He's probably listening. Tim, turn us off, dude.
Rosarena. He's taking my guys. Tucker, Rosarena, Tim McLeod. Let's roll, baby. He's going outfield heavy. We know outfield dries up. 5 outfielders, deep league.
I love the turns.
Power speed combos. He's putting it together like some Tim McLeod here. Now we got Zinke, one of the smartest guys in fantasy baseball. So I always like watching what Fred Zinke does in drafts because, there's not many that I guess plan out. Just listening to like the last 2 weeks of him trying to plan out his draft on the RotoWire show has been pretty impressive to watch. JTR. with
He's a
Acuna.
sharp. Fred's a really sharp dude. This whole room
Spencer
is
Strider.
really sharp.
Well, you'd hope so. It's like a labor of love. So you'd hope they're pretty sharp here.
Man, you're between that and your flowers garden thing. Not good.
It's only round 3, boys and girls. You got me all night.
Not good.
Might be the last year I'm invited back, but we're gonna keep doing this, folks.
I'm too old to do this solo.
Varsho's a McLeod dude. Varsho is a McLeod guy, so that makes sense there.
Tim's going to be really set in bags. Kyle Tucker, Randy Rosarena, Varsho. That's
it's a lot of trade bait too.
It's all going to depend what like pitchers come back all the way in the 4th for him. But there's Edwin Diaz. I might get Class A.
You might get him.
I'm 2 away.
I don't know. You might get him though. That could be a heck of a start there if you can get Emmanuel Class A.
Altuve just went. He was who I was gonna take. So it's either Jazz, Lindor. I could go Woodruff.
Ooh.
I could go Class A.
These are all great.
See, here's all the things you talk about. I really want Kevin Gossman in the 4th round coming back to me by ADP. He
makes you want to get Class A now then.
Right. So if I take Woodruff now, this is all the stuff. That's why I love live drafts, man. You got to figure all this stuff out instantly.
Yeah, I go Class.
Go ahead.
I go Class A if he makes it, but otherwise, I like the idea of either Jazz or Lindor, and then come back with Gossman if you can. That's my 2 cents. There's Lindor.
Lindor just went
Class A season.
Yeah, I think I have to. Right.
It's quite the classy team you got going here.
Jesus. Swap you out for Erickson.
It's gonna be great. Gonna wish we were playing 18 right now. J-Rod, Nolan, Class A.
I guess.
It's got a ring to it. Don't make me force your hand.
No, I'm debating on the fly between him and Woodruff, but like I said, I'm hoping to get Gossman in the 4th. So
if Gossman comes back, it's great. If Gossman gets taken, then we're gonna get cranky. But yeah. It's like you got to weigh out is Class A Gossman obviously the perfect storm, or where like Woodruff and Iglesias been pretty darn solid too type situation. That's like the trade off that you have to look at. So
in my sheet here, I've again just in one draft, you never know, and NFBC versus LABR, like I have Class A at a 5% chance of coming back to me in the 3rd based on NFBC draft champion. So again, that doesn't make it a good pick or whatever, but it's just you have to be prepared for pretty much anything in this format. So
for sure. P-Now's always been a guy who went Olsen. He, from what I remember in years past, he does wait on pitching usually. So that's a P-Now thing.
P-Now waits on pitch. He tends to wait on pitching. Flowers,
yes,
yeah, he definitely waits on pitch. I don't know if he did in Barf. He's in Barf with you guys, right?
Not anymore. No,
not anymore.
I have no more leads with Ray Flowers.
Get you into labor here. Flowers tends to wait big time on pitching.
Gerald points in the chat asks, would you have had any injury concerns with Woodruff based on last year?
Oh,
yeah,
0. More so just the way that Woodruff finished the season. He was just so good. 99 innings in the second half with pretty much the best skills of his career. So compared to like Nola, so that is why I took Nola. I mean, so Gerald brings up, that's why I took Nola over Woodruff. Like on a per inning basis, I might prefer Woodruff, but in a draft this early in draft season, I've got to go with the innings floor. So that's why I pushed Nola up so high. He's my number 3 starter anyway, but
Nola's shown that consistency to just pump out innings. Like he's one of the few guys you wouldn't be shocked if he kept doing 200 over and over and over again. So definitely a good spot for sure. Anthony Gialdi says Framber going 5-6 rounds in DC. That is I'm surprised he's still going that late, honestly. I think he's so much better than that. I think I call him like the Alcantara light. He's the accumulator that you can get a lot later in drafts, and he's on a better team, so more wins. I think Framber is very intriguing for sure.
Couple guys falling, so I think I did call that Verlander to Erickson. He's staying true to his rankings as he should.
Here go the pitchers.
I was just gonna say Rodon's starting to fall, but Rodon just went in the 3rd round to Podhorzer. Very interested to see where Jacob deGrom goes in this draft.
That's true.
By ADP a 2nd rounder, but my ADP I'm looking at February drafts. So a lot of that is
Well,
pre-news, I guess.
and look at Dr. Roto, Bobby Wood Jr., Garrett Cole, Brandon Woodruff. He likes his big boy pitchers. So that's a fun
That's
go.
a fun start. Cole and
Yep.
Woodruff.
That's a dynamite couple workhorse potentials there. And Verlander, like he called that one with Erickson. So that's a fun look too. So it's interesting seeing these guys, like you've played with them enough, you kind of know their philosophies in a way, but obviously things can change. But McLeod's team stands out as a big one. You got who is that? Zach with no pitching. Freaking Harrison just went with another outfielder. So some guys are just saying screw the pitching, other guys are making sure they get some aces. So it's a fun little combo right now.
Yep. Actually, only one. No, never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Let's see. Joel Sheehan. I'm always curious what he does because he has such a different but awesome baseball mind. So I'm always curious to see where he goes in drafts.
And I'm definitely listening to their stream tomorrow, maybe even tonight. There's no way I'll be able to go to sleep after this.
Well, you usually have to write this up for HQ to come out tomorrow anyways. You'll be busy.
Yeah, I think it'll come out Friday. I think we usually put them outside the paywall too. So
yeah,
I think I'm doing like a 10 Commandments theme for my labor thing. Try not to weave in fantasy and religion, but I think I'm going to go with that. We're struggling just to come up with new ideas.
It's tough. There goes Shane McClanahan
writing stuff for him.
Shane McClanahan went before Jacob deGrom. Put that one together for you, folks. Keep that one in mind. I would have went deGrom over McClanahan personally, but that's my 2 cents.
Ray Flowers taking 3 hitters on brand.
He'll take a 4th hitter too, by the way.
He has waited till like this. This was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but he'll wait till the 7th round.
Lou Bob at the end of round 3. Got Lou Bob and Tatis on the same team.
That's Kyle Soppe, ESPN, Manny Machado, Tatis, Lou Bob, and then Scherzer.
Good thing that IL spots.
One thing I'll say, and then I'll start thinking through my next pick. It is pretty freeing in a fab league to have an early closer out of the way. Like I'm pretty much blocking out relievers until double-digit rounds at this point, so I can. It's nice to be able to just focus on bats and starting pitching, not have to worry about that game of chicken. That said, it looks like unless there's a closer run coming, it looks like there's going to be a good amount of closers. Like I could get Hader, Romano, Devin Williams, Iglesias. It looks like one of those guys would make it back to me in the 4th. I'm not taking him, but
real talk. If somehow Jacob deGrom got back to you, would you take him? That's a fall.
God. No, but like don't plant that seed, man. That's
with the IL situations, man. Look at all these guys going past toward deGrom, even in DCs and NFBC where there's no IL. Like he's off the board by now. If he somehow fell to you, I'd be very tempted. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
It is. Don't do that, man.
Yes. You can mute my mic anytime you want. Just throwing it out there.
I'm sticking true, and I'm probably taking Gossman.
Yeah,
if he's there. But that is. I mean, I will have one bat through 4 rounds. There's a reason for that. That is by design, but still, that's not very balanced. Zach Wheeler just went before deGrom, Cease, Gossman, Urias,
Bieber. Like there's a bunch of guys out there, so. I think Gossman or deGrom make it back to you. This could be fun decision time, live on air.
Dude, someone better take him.
I'm hoping no one does. This will be amazing.
We are 5 picks away.
By the way, Flowers took a pitcher with Bieber. That surprised me. Very, very much so surprised me. So we'll see how that one goes. And Ben Tidd, you should come to First Pitch Arizona. You should. Don't miss out. It is amazing. We'll have a great time. So he's talking in the chat about no Vegas this year. He's trying to make it to First Pitch. That's a good idea. Bring your sticks. We'll play some golf.
I'm pretty positive I'm taking a pitcher no matter what this round. The hitters I like going right here. Ozzy Albies by ADP. Adelise.
Albies is gone.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
There goes Jordan Romano.
And thus is the issue: streaming while drafting.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate that. Yeah, if I list someone who's been taken, continue to do that. I think we're going to see that closer run now. Jordan Romano just went. Yeah. I'm going to be down to Gausman or DeGrom.
This is going to be so good. I'm excited right now.
Because going in front of me, so Podhorser's up now. He's got 1 pitcher. Dr. Roto has 2. Then Erickson with 1. Pia now has 0, and then me.
And Pino doesn't take pitching.
And I don't think he takes DeGrom. I don't think that's
he doesn't take chances. He's like the guy that tells you don't draft the guy with injuries already. Like that's Pino's slogan. Yeah. So he'll take Gausman over DeGrom.
I think Podhorser takes him right here. Clock's down to 10.
Podhorser does. Tim Anderson. Oh boy, we're getting 1 pick closer. This should not be a pitcher unless he goes closer. I can see.
You just want to see me sweat.
I do. I want to see you tick that clock down to like 2 seconds and click a button. Yes, that's what I want to see.
So Britton just put in the chat, and this is going to hold my feet to the fire because it's not just DeGrom, it's Dylan Cease, it's Julio Urias. Do I truly rank Gausman higher than those guys?
I take Gausman over those guys, but I think I take DeGrom over Gausman in this format.
You would?
Yeah, I think obviously the injuries are concerned. We know this. You have IL spots. I'm very intrigued by DeGrom in this format, especially around 4. There goes the closer to Roto. That's what I thought. Raciel Iglesias. They're 3 picks away now.
That makes me feel a little better about grabbing Class A in the next round. I wouldn't have gotten
because
wanted Iglesias.
The closers went wild here. You're going to get Gausman or DeGrom because I don't see Pino taking a pitcher. So this is about to get really.
Oh my God!
Big fan of what's about to happen.
Pino's not taking DeGrom.
There goes Corey Seager, guaranteed to get one of the 2 now. I'm gonna let you have the mic. Gialdi does say Gausman, go with your gut. So do your thing. Take Gausman. That's your guy because I want to hear about it later. But just know, and I know you
won't hear the end of it if you bait me into DeGrom and then
when DeGrom pitches 150 innings this year and gets AL Cy Young votes, we'll know. There goes Schwarber. You get to pick either one now.
Good Lord. Kids just got home. I hear him upstairs.
He's deflecting, folks. He's already deflecting. This is good.
In this damn thing.
This is good.
This is brutal, man. That's tough to pass on a 4th round DeGrom.
That's why I brought it up. I brought it up at the turn, and it happened.
You did. I think you were half joking too.
Yeah, I was. You took Gausman. You passed up on him. So who's getting the DeGrom gift that's going to win the league because of him now? This is going to be fun. I'm kidding. But,
what if he makes it back to me in the 5th? Do I go 4 pitchers, 1 bat?
Yes.
I might do that in the 5th because I'd trade Nola for somebody.
You can trade guys. Heck, after DeGrom makes like 4 good starts, you could trade him for the world before he gets hurt. You can do all kinds of things with that kind of depth, and there's plenty of bats. We've talked about that on many shows. If you guys haven't listened, Bubba and the Bloom at Bubba Bloom Pod, check it out. Or go check out Ryan's great work over at BaseballHQ.com. Yeah, I'm a company man. We can do this both ways, and there's a lot going on out there. But I love Gausman. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's awesome. We've talked about him many times. There goes Luis Castillo. DeGrom falling this far in an IL league is baffling to me, especially last year when we saw Podhoser take every possible old guy or injured guy on the planet. How is this happening right now?
Yeah, I don't know. This is fun, man.
There goes
Will Smith just went to
third catcher off the board. I'm counting Varsho as a catcher. Wow, a 5th round DeGrom would be bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
I need to, we do have 14 hitting positions to fill, Bubba.
Hey, you do you. You do you. I have no problem. Like, you can pass on DeGrom all day long. I just think it's a great topic because this is something we don't see.
I'm throwing up Gialdi on the comments. DeGrom has burned too many people. Here's Britton Allen.
Throw the other side of the story up.
This is awesome. Keep those coming. Steve Gardner just took Teoscar, that was my 5th round target.
I love Teoscar.
Defending champ Steve Gardner, by the way.
Hasn't he won like back-to-back years?
He did. No, I think he's won 2 of the last 3.
That's what it was. There goes Dylan Cease.
Jeff Erickson.
Strider to DeGrom combo would be hilarious since DeGrom and Strider are going next to each other in ADP right now. Yeah, give Fred Zenke Strider and DeGrom, folks. This is great. Do it. Do it, Fred.
That would be wild.
Fred's a little too cautious because the one thing I wouldn't like there is both of them will be low on innings. That's scary. Dr. Roto, 3 pitchers, or Ryan's 3 pitchers? That's a great
DeGrom,
question.
Strider, DeGrom, Zinke.
Yeah, that's a hell of a combo, Zinke. That is nasty. That is filthy stuff. Like, you know those strikeout rates we saw from those two? Like the only guy better than Strider was DeGrom and stuff. Like they just, that's nuts. Eric Leggett asks though, Nola Cease Gossman versus Cole Woodruff Iglesias. That's a fun one. Why don't you guys vote it up in the chat? Let us know who you think is the better combo. Salvi Perez. So we got Strider DeGrom with JTR and Salvi and Acuna. Zinke's got his catchers, his pitching. This is bonkers.
That's a fun build. I had Teoscar and Salvi as my top 2 hitters, so I got to pivot quick.
Yeah, this is the strikeouts and the ratios that Zinke's going to get from those 2 dudes is going to be insanity. But then again, we're going to get maybe 300 innings total if you're lucky. Like in the chat, Edgar says 280 innings pitched. That's very possible. So you have to see how that goes as well.
280 innings pitched. Yeah, at a 2 flat ERA.
Yeah, that's the difference. But it's the old thing too is, we always talk replacement value with stuff. Replacement value on that hurts you more than anything. That's the problem. Like that's where you start taking those middle relievers instead. Just pad the other stats. Don't ruin the good things. It's different, but you're on deck. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, Bloom?
I'm thinking bat. I'm tempted to go Devin Williams, who's still there, but you got to stay somewhere.
What about your guy Brian Presley? Have I converted you to Devin Williams? Have I converted you, Mr. Bloomfield?
It's true. You've brainwashed me. I wouldn't say converted. Yeah.
There goes Presley.
He just went.
Devin's a good pick if you want to lock up 2 closers. I don't hate it, but yeah, you only have one bat. Like that's true.
Yeah, I got to get some bats on board here. Oh, there's something I need to change. The reliever, Will Smith, is near the top of my queue.
Will Smith has already been drafted. Anthony Gialdi. He was asking about Will Smith. Will Smith is gone. He went to Jennifer in round 3.
Yeah. LABR newcomer, Jennifer. I think it's Pacenti.
Yeah,
she's really nice.
I'm in tout with her. She's awesome.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She, this is her first year. She used to come to First Pitch a bunch and do auctions there. A great add to the league for sure.
So Bloom goes Dansby Swanson. Gialdi wanted O'Neill Cruz. Britton wanted Valdez or Urias for trips aces. What made you go Dansby Swanson?
Safety, shortstop. I don't think shortstop is all that this year, and he's steady across all 5. So,
yeah. And Max Jensen's asking Dansby over Cruz. We've talked Cruz before. I think we have our trepidation concerns with Cruz. Yeah.
Actually, we got I think Little Book of Calm on Twitter asked us that exact question earlier this morning or earlier today. And I don't think the chat liked my Dansby pick. No one recommended. We had some Will Smith. We had Devin Williams.
Eric's my kind of guy. I hope he follows me on Twitter because Devin Williams. Let's do it, man. That's my boy. There goes Valdez. There goes Josh Hader. I forgot Hader was still on the board. My gosh, he fell a lot in the closing category.
Jeff just took him.
I think that's a great value. I'm a believer in the Hader bounce back. I know not everybody is. Everybody looks at Eno's numbers, which are great, but that's a small sample too. But I think Hader's fine. That's just me. But that's pretty much a gift. Let's talk about Edgardo's question. He said, I thought shortstop was a deep position. And you mentioned it's not that deep. I'm with you. I think it's what we've said before, and you can totally correct me here, is it's deep, but not deep with the high elite talent it's had in the past. It's more just like role players as you go farther down type situation.
Yep. Really so after Dansby Swanson, Seager's taken. My options are O'Neill Cruz, Tommy Edman, Wander Franco, Xander Bogaerts, Willie Adames in the 7th round, which I'm not all that excited about. Jeremy Pena in the 9th, not all that excited about. I think you nailed it, Bubba. I just don't think once you get past the 6th, 7th round, I don't think shortstop is. I mean, those players are fine. I don't know. They don't excite me that much. So I don't think shortstop is necessarily that deep this year.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like there's guys that can fill in your roster. There's no questioning that, but it's like, do you want to take a late shortstop to fill in, or would you rather like have a hole and take a late third baseman to fill in? That's kind of your differences there. There's
I've got a
favorite
question for the audience here.
Yep.
For one listener or watcher, I guess in specific, Real Legit on Twitter. How big is your projector? You've got us on the projector in your man cave, and it looks massive.
I'm
It's
Garrett.
awesome.
I'm guessing that's Eric.
We'll see what he says. I just saw that pop up. I don't know why I should not be on Twitter right now. I've got like 8 different things going on.
I'm supposed to steer the ship here. Let's go. Eric
awesome.
says in a 15-team shortstop isn't as deep as you think. That is correct. Yeah, that says he says projector's 8.5 feet.
And we're on an 8.5 foot thing right now, Bubba.
I have a face for radio, dude. You don't need to put me on something that big. I'm glad I'm on a small portion of this. I'll tell you that much. Max Jensen says Corbin Carroll seems like a perfect fit here if he's there. I don't hate that. I don't hate that nice little power speed combo.
I know a lot of smart people would have taken Corbin Carroll instead of Dansby. It's just not my in that 5th round. It's not how I roll. But
What about round 6?
He won't make it back.
We said that about Jacob deGrom.
That's right.
Just gonna throw it out there. They're about Manuel Clase. There goes Jimenez, Edmund, Zach Gallen. Some fun builds coming out here.
It's a really good
Ray Flowers getting his steals after going Freeman Devers with Albies and Edmund.
Yeah, a lot of good. So and this is why, folks, I think this is why like top end starting pitching is getting pushed down in this 4th round, 4th and 5th round. Your starting pitchers: Scherzer, Bieber, Wheeler, Gossman. The best of the bunch. Castillo, Cease, DeGrom, Urias, Fried, Javier, Gallen. Like pitching is. You could absolutely start 3-4 bats, take 2 starters, and be totally fine.
Yeah, that's why it's becoming more and more enticing. Like I still get the argument. I talk with Toby about it all the time. Like aces still change everything. There's no questioning that. But there's a handful of these guys you can see beat aces, unlike other years, which makes it kind of fun as well. And Britton Allen says Chinese food at the Bloomfield house. Are we taking sweet and sour chicken, beef, and broccoli? What's the go-to? What's the menu?
Tonight is I'm not eating it, so wife's request, lo mein, and then some egg rolls for the kids.
Oh, nice and simple.
I had Chipotle 2 hours ago, so
there you go. I had a burrito bowl about 2:00. Kind of tried to push it back as well, planning for the day of potting ahead. So I'm with you as well. Not Chipotle, but a local place. Max Jensen asks, Gunner makes sense as well as if you think third base has a massive drop off. There goes Corbin Carroll, by the way, to Ray Flowers. So now he's locking up steals. That's a good little build he's got going there.
O'Neal Cruz still available. Jose Abreu just went at the first pick of the 6th round. That's early per ADP. That's who I wanted in the 6th.
Anthony Gialdi says, I want you to think long and hard about Vinny P. We talked about Vinny P for a while on the Royals preview that drops on Wednesday. Anybody keeping track of that? And I'm getting more intrigued by Vinny P. I'll be honest.
I'd prefer to wait at first.
Yes, and there's some good options. There's a guy that looks like me that you can wait for at first, and he plays in Milwaukee, so I'm a big fan of him as well.
Did Devin Williams go?
Devin Williams, I do not believe has gone. I have not seen him go, which is insane to think about now that you mentioned that. Would you think about going Devin Williams right now? Ryan Helsley just went.
I would think about Devin Williams.
I think Devin Williams in round 6 is insane and amazing if he can pull it off. If I'm Erickson,
I don't know. He might not make it anyway, but I don't know. It's just we're so warped into early closers through NFBC.
Well, and the other difference is, it's like we said before, that's DC mindset. This is a fab league, and it changes everything you do. And just putting a team together is different. Like you're in a DC, you're thinking depth. I need backups. I need all this kind of stuff. Where in this league, you can do a whole different build, kind of.
Yep.
So, Edgardo says Flowers seems to be waiting on pitching. That's what he does, and it's a trend of his, and he will do that pretty much every time you see him Same with Pianowski. He's only got one pitcher going right now. Jen has one pitcher going right now in Manoa. Other than that, everybody's got at least two.
Devin Williams just went.
There you go. Podhoser. Got his
Adley
closer.
Rutschman just went. He fell a lot. O'Neal Cruz is still on the board. So I'm thinking like I could go Gunnar Henderson. I'm thinking I kind of, again, need to take a bat, but there are 3 starting pitchers, Framber Valdez, Joe Musgrove, Tristan McKenzie, that I love. And then there are not many starting pitchers.
Framber Valdez is gone, by the way.
Okay, thanks. Musgrove and McKenzie are still there, right?
Yeah. The one thing I'll say, and I'm not going to tell you who to pick, but from our ADP analysis shows, Ryan, remember how nasty the later pitching gets.
I know.
So a third ace right now could be very nice to your team. That's all I'm going to say.
It's tricky because am I misjudging the room on bats in general? Am I going to get burned by that if I go into another starter?
You could. Or you could get another starter and end up trading them at one point in time. There's old philosophy about cornering a market potentially. There goes Musgrove. So Pinal going Valdez Musgrove. That's a nice start. And we're gonna see where Ryan goes here. Is it gonna be yellow or a different color?
Man, it's tough. I want McKenzie. So why don't I just take McKenzie? He's by far my best starter.
Then take him.
On the board.
Let's do it.
Taking him. This doesn't feel good, man. 2 bats through 6 rounds.
I hope you guys listen on Thursday night when Ryan blames me for half of this draft. It's gonna be fun. That's good. So now we have to go bats. Where are we looking bats here? Like what positions are looking scarce already for you? What are we thinking here? Because we're hitting round 7. You're probably going to go bats for the next few rounds, most likely. So how are we approaching this? We go in power speed? Is there anything? What's your mindset?
I am not really caring too much about positions other than catcher. I might take like a Wilson Contreras in the next round. Catcher definitely falls off. At least this kind of deep, like top 10 version of catcher. So that's a consideration. Other than that, position's not really consideration. I'm a big Tyler O'Neill rebound fan. I would go Tyler O'Neill without much hesitation in the 7th. Again, even though I already have J-Rod, I only have another shortstop. That's okay. I don't mind going with another outfielder. So those are 2 guys, the top 2 per ADP that I have bolded on my sheet. I might look at Eloy or Henderson as well.
Yeah, I like that O'Neill call quite a bit. Britton Allen says, what about Taylor Ward and MJ Melendez? Not bad.
Yep. Would probably be they should be available to me in the 8th, at least one of those 2. So probably go somewhere else with the next pick, but the pick that screwed me over in this round was Abreu. I know you can't like focus in, and that's bad drafting, bad strategy to kind of hinge on one guy, but I really thought Abreu would make it. But
that was an early pick. That was a very early, but that's where I said it again. That's where being at the end, he wanted Abreu. There was 0 chance that was coming back to him. 0 chance. So he went and got Abreu. That's where the end. It's a blessing and a curse. You have to basically just have your list of guys you want, and you got to go get them. That's all you can do. So it's tough. That's why we do all these early draftings. DCs, NFBC 50s, whatever you like to do. I know NFBC was putting out a $15 off yesterday for DCs, today for satellite leagues. Like they're trying to get us in there, folks. There goes Gunnar Henderson, by the way.
Yeah,
off the board. So
by projections, the top guy, and I think it's because there's too much playing time there, but Starling Marte in the 7th round. I know he just like had surgery on both tendons of his groin or whatever. I guess I found you can't have 2 groins. You only have 1 groin, but he had some kind of double thing to his groin, which nobody wants in life, baseball, whatever.
You're going to make Gialdi lose his mind if you pass on Vinny here in round 7. Yeah, Ryan likes to wait on first base. I know which ones he likes, and they're very good. I just know Gialdi's very high on Vinny P for good reasons, but Toby kind of squashed some of those reasons to me last night, which I'm still on Anthony's side on this one, but Toby obviously makes great points always. So it's a yin and a yang situation there. The one thing never mind, that's a different podcast. So I'll keep you focused on your draft here. But there goes Starling Marte, so you don't have to worry about it. Fred Zanke took him. He went Felix Bautista and Starling Marte. So he still has an potentially elite closer to go with his two catchers, his two pitchers, Acuna and Starling Marte.
That's a lot more. Again, I'm not saying they're bad picks. That's a lot more risk than Fred usually takes on. But
yeah, it's going to be interesting. Ben Tidd's on your side. Ryan waiting on first base. So he's with you there. There goes MJ Melendez. I thought he'd come to you in round 8, Ryan.
Wow. I like Wilson
McLeod
quite a bit over MJ. McLeod, yeah. I mean, McLeod only drafts guys under 26 years old. So
this is a Baseball HQ YouTube channel, so I'll keep all jokes to myself. But yeah, MJ Melendez. So I wonder who he'll go with. It's too early for Cody Senga. Maybe a Seiya Suzuki for him next time around. That sounds like somebody he'd go for.
I don't think Suzuki won't make it past me in the 8th. I know that.
Ooh, we're already calling shots there. I like it. So then who are we looking at here?
I'm down to
Harris or Tyler O'Neill.
Yep. I mean, these are again the two guys I have bolded on my sheet. I sort my sheet by ADP just so it's easier to check people off. Like they're just at the top as they get picked. And I just got to trust that they're the two guys bolded near the top. So do I go Wilson or do I go Tyler O'Neill? Wow, Byron Buxton, 7th round to Steve Gardner.
Hey, with the IL situation, I like that pick. Gives him 3 good outfielders too. Adelise went in round 5. That's a fall for him too, I think. Honestly,
yep, so
that's interesting. Very, very interesting. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. You're on deck, my friend. On deck.
There goes Vinny P. Gialdi, I didn't get the chance to let you down, man.
Jen takes Vinny P to make it easier for everybody involved.
We need Anthony on my good side for
yes, Edgardo, it's a 2-catcher league. Yes.
2-catcher league. That you probably heard is me on the clock. There's Tyler O'Neill, right before me. So I'm gonna go Contreras. There's only a couple more catchers I'm comfortable with going these first couple rounds. So I like that one.
Yep, that's a strong one. I like that as well. Contreras. I guess funny, your two guys you want O'Neill, Contreras, bang bang. And now you got to hope for a Seiya time. It sounds like that's who you're looking at here.
I guess, man. It's all going to hinge on these mid-round bats on how this team looks.
It'll be fine. Don't panic yet. We have about 23 more rounds to go.
That McKenzie pick, I don't know. Doesn't feel great.
Let's make it feel great. Let's build a team. Let's do this. Yes. Let's get you some Chinese. Get you an egg roll. You'll feel a lot better. There goes Eugenio Suarez already.
Will I though? After
round 7, Eugenio Suarez is a bold strategy, Cotton. That's all I'm going to say.
That that is.
Pina with he's a very, very smart guy. So it's nothing against Pina, but not sure I've seen that one yet. That's an interesting spot for Eugenio.
11th round ADP. Does Pina now have power? Yeah, he's got power. He's got Matt Olson.
Yeah, he's got Schwarber.
And Schwarber. I missed that.
Yeah, that's an interesting move, honestly. I'm kind of curious on that one. But hey, again, smarter man than I. There goes Willie Adames to Dr. Roto. So he's got 2 shortstops going for him, but Witt can play third base as well. There is multi-position eligibility in this league, so don't forget about that, folks. You got that going for you.
Gialdi says pitching always hurts when you draft it. At the end, it makes you feel amazing. I agree. I spent so much time last year looking at the starting pitcher waiver wire every week on Fab, and it's just so bad. Like I made it a point for my teams this year to, if anything, just have too much pitching. And it
goes back to, like I said, what we've talked about. The pitching later it's rough, man. Like there's options, but there's a lot of landmines. It's a tough deal.
You know who's really falling is and I get it, is so early 6th round ADP hasn't been taken yet. Tyler Glasnow is still out there in the 7th.
No, I'm not doing that. I guess in this format without
Not
y'all,
either,
it works. Hey, Bryce Harper's still out there.
Yes, he is.
It's not
I mean,
bad.
I would think Harper goes.
I think he'd be gone by
pretty
now.
soon.
I thought he'd be gone by now without y'all, personally.
I don't
That's a
think
guy
I'm
you
doing
can.
it, but
And I know you won't. You didn't take DeGrom. There's no way you're taking Harper. So we've established that. But I'm just surprised. There's a couple other people in this draft that I know do draft risk. I'm surprised have not taken him yet. So we'll see how that goes. Some of these teams always make me kind of curious on how the cookie crumbles when they build. But hey,
yeah, I'm just looking at some other teams. Everyone, like you said, everyone has a pitcher. Only a couple still only have one pitcher.
yeah, one starter.
I think I'm the only one with 4. Oh no, Rudy. Oh no, one of them's Ohtani. Rudy's got 4 if you include Ohtani. I'm the only one with 4. Again, which is fine. I don't mind.
Hey, it's going to be like you're worried about hitters. You know, Zinke, sure he's got 2 catchers, but he's got to be worried about hitters too. Like if you think about it, he knows what he's doing, but it's another build too. Nate Poley asks, how many inning pitch do you have for Glasnow?
I've got on my sheet here 135. Total guess, but I think something like that.
Like I lean under, but you never know. He's supposed to be healthy, so if he's healthy, he'll go over. But
at 135, Glasnow is kind of right. Now he's like even with the other pitchers that are available.
Joe Sheehan just took the better Contreras brother.
Big Willie style. 2 Willies in this
Willie
round?
Style, baby. Big Willie. 2 Contrerases in one round.
And 2 Willies.
Yep, 2 Willies. 2 Willie Contreras. His parents are quite creative there, Wilson and William. So that was good. Let's see if Flowers. He went another pitcher. 2 pitchers in the first 7 rounds for Ray Flowers. Is he feeling okay? Interesting.
So, Camilo Duvall went. I'm curious your take on the 7th ahead of like Jansen and Clay Holmes. Would you put Duvall ahead of those guys?
It's a tough one. I kind of lean more in the Jansen for sure. I take Jansen 100% over Duvall. I'd lean Holmes. Duvall, like I think he's going to be like 65, maybe 70% the closer. Rogers is going to get a bunch, and if Duvall struggles at all, Rogers will get even more. So, and that's Taylor, not Tyler. The lefty Taylor is the one you want to look at. So Duvall kind of goes down a bit. Like there goes Jansen right there on the turn. I like Jansen over Duvall a ton.
Okay. I think so too. I don't know. Everyone talks about the pitch clock. He is slow. I think he's missing the WBC.
There goes Glasnow to Ray Flowers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the pitch clock for some of these guys. They have had enough time to figure it out. If it's that big of an issue, find a new profession. That's my 2 cents.
All right. I kind of hinted at this earlier, but the reason why, and again, this is by design, why I went pitching heavy so early. Like right now, there are really not many pitchers who I have bolded. And basically, when I bold someone, it's just my projection is higher than the ADP. I put him in bold. There's really not any. There's like Blake Snell I've gotten bold, and then like Lance Lynn in the 9th round. And then there's nothing for me until Charlie Morton in the 11th round. Whereas if I go to my little tab that has bats, it's like half bold. So I love the bats going in like round 8 through 11. So this is kind of the plan, was to get their starters, get that ace closer early, and then see what comes out of this carnage in rounds 7 through 11. See what 4 or 5 bats I can get there.
Yeah, no, that's the strategy that we've developed. So I like it a lot. And I'm hoping you like Seiya. Who else you maybe looking at here?
And again, open book. This is if anyone's listening on the draft, here are my targets. The 4 guys I have bolded are Seiya Suzuki, Gleyber Torres, Taylor Ward, Ahmed Rosario.
I'll get one of those guys. Just for fun takes here, why do you like Seiya over Taylor Ward?
I thought the skills are better than Ward. Granted, a lot of what Ward had might have been injury induced. I think there's a little bit more speed there as well.
There goes Seiya.
Don't have to worry about it. Eloy is still out there. No, he's not. Wander Franco
he's
has
gone.
been taken.
Yeah,
Top guy by ADP is Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel. Yeah, Britton Allen makes a point. Christian Walker, Tellez, Santander, Stanton, Hoskins, all 30 home run guys left. That's what I really like some of these late. That's why you can kind of wait on first base a little bit. Yelich is still available. Yes, Eric.
Yep.
You got that going as well. There goes Glaber. Maybe they are listening to your
Maybe
feed.
they are listening because
Yeah.
I just said Seiya and Torres, and those are the
If
two
Taylor
guys.
Ward goes here, we got
That's
some real
awesome.
issues.
The thing that's interesting to me now is my bolded guys, Taylor Ward, Rosario, Yelich, those are all outfield shortstop. And guess what I already have? Outfield shortstop. But
You still need to fill them all out, though. So we'll
got
see.
to fill them all out. And especially outfield.
Yeah.
Talk about they are definitely still listening, Bloom. Talk about your love for Marcelo.
That's
Ozuna.
so good.
I will never talk about my love for Marcelo Ozuna. There's none there.
Oh, that is funny, though. That is funny.
That's
Start
pretty
throwing
good.
out guys. Tell me how much you like Kyle Freeland in Colorado as your next pick. Let's have some fun here. There goes Stephen Kwan. Well, you might get a chance at Taylor Ward. And who's the other guy you mentioned?
Ahmed Rosario.
Matt Rosario, yeah. Again, like you said, though, I've already got a shortstop, already got outfielders, but you only have one outfielder. So
yeah, I only have one. I mean, a round 8-second outfielder is probably normal.
Needed. Yeah. Should be priority. Like if Taylor Ward goes, what are the other outfielders you're looking at here?
Yelich.
Okay, I like that too.
I might even take Yelich, honestly.
Here goes Robbie Ray. Well, here you go. Ward or Yelich.
I'm up. Ward or Yelich. Yelich or Ward.
I know what I want.
Finkel and Einhorn.
Einhorn is Finkel.
Einhorn is Finkel. Yelich is Ward.
That's either a man or it's the worst case of those.
All right, I got to make a pick, don't I?
Yes, you do. 30 seconds. Let's see where he goes, folks. Britton Allen says flip a coin.
Yeah, I'll go Yelich.
Yep. We know who he is. I don't hate it. He needs to be pretty consistent. 15, maybe more in the steals department. You never know. So there's a lot to like there. A lot of runs scored too. So, and Ward might fall back to you. I doubt it, but he could. You never know.
Ward might fall back. I mean, Yelich probably had a better chance of falling back.
Agreed.
But whatever.
Max Jensen says, "Why no love for Muncy? Thought he would go right after Gunnar."
Muncy is he's not too far down my list. He's bolded. Muncy is someone who I would be comfortable taking in the 9th round.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think that's an interesting 9th round pick here because at third base really starts to get interesting soon. So Muncy plus the multi-position he brings to the table could be a fun 9th round pick.
You just got to have that batting average a little bit. You just got to be monitoring it. As CJ Crone, who's someone I bolded, just got taken by Zach Steinhorn. It's a good pick.
Not too shabby. Doesn't Yoshida have greater upside than Rosario? I still lean Rosario for now, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there goes Kershaw. Kershaw off the board pretty. Yeah, I'm torn on Kershaw, but okay, that's not bad. Not bad at that point in the draft, I guess.
I hate to say IL league after every injured pitcher gets taken, but Kershaw in this format is you can make that work with your IL slots.
I'm still very excited to see when Bryce Harper goes. I'm very, very interested in this one. Nate Poley says, "What are you looking at right now? Cat's position, best player. What's your strategy in round 9?"
Best player, especially in a trading league.
Trading league for sure.
And category wise, I'm very balanced with J-Rod, Dansby, Contreras, Yelich. I've got 3 guys who steal. I've got decent batting averages across the board. If anything, I might be a little light in batting average. But categories right now, for me at least, are, in my opinion, don't need to be addressed yet. Nathaniel Lowe just went to Zinke, and then Kyle Wright, who I didn't even know had a shoulder problem. And maybe he doesn't have a problem, but I saw that news bit come out.
That was some concerning news to me that just came out the other day. There goes Reese's Pieces. My boy Pena and Pieces back to back. I'm loving Tim McLeod's team. This team is awesome. Great team, Tim McLeod.
It was love at first sight with Kyle Tucker.
Oh man, then Rosarena,
This whole thing
Varsho,
went
like,
off the rails after the second pick of the draft.
it's absolutely glorious, glorious Tim McLeod.
All right, so I'm thinking Taylor Ward, Rosario, or Max Muncy.
Those are all great options. The chat really wants you to take Christian Walker. That's been mentioned by a few people. I know it's not your guy.
I know Ben's in there. I know Ben. Ben
Ben
was
wants
hurt.
him.
I think I said Walker was maybe a fade in one of our episodes.
Yeah, Ben wants him. Eric wants him. I know that name's been mentioned a few times. Like Britton wants him.
Okay. I'm here to please from an entertainment standpoint.
There goes Christian Walker. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, defending champ just took him. So
yeah, we're good.
Gardner grabbed him.
I like the options you got going. I like the Ward and Muncy for sure.
Yeah, the thing with Muncy is, I mean, I do make up a ton of power. Second, third base, which I need a spot. I need both of those. That will be really nice to have someone that qualifies at second and third.
And you can get power with Rowdy later and Rizzo, something like that later.
Yeah, I think I can get a first baseman coming back.
Yep.
I like Ward. If I go 3 outfielders, let's see if Jen takes. Let's see if Muncy goes before I pick.
Before you get too excited.
If I take Muncy, I have a lot more options available to me later in the draft position wise. So I think I'm going to go Muncy.
Yeah, I lean Muncy as well. Ward's awesome though. I got a lot of Ward.
And Eric on his 9-foot projection here is fading Muncy. Ward's the pick you need. 5 outfielders. I totally get that.
David Bednar. It's not a bad pick at this point in the draft. I like that.
On a per projection, Taylor Ward's a lot better than on a per at bat basis.
And Ryan is on the clock.
There is a chance. What's Muncy's ADP? 10? There's a chance he makes it back. I doubt it, but 30 seconds.
I think Muncy's the play, but like I said, I'm a huge Ward guy too, so I'm good either way. Just for your build, I lean Muncy.
That thing's beeping at me. Can you hear that?
Yep.
That's not a good sound.
No, you're in trouble. Muncy it is. I like it. Now you can come back with an outfielder or get one of these power first basemen and Rowdy or Rizzo. There's definitely options to be played now.
I love. So the thing with Muncy, a couple things. Obviously, second and third is huge. I think he plays every day.
Yep.
Across, second, third, first, he can DH a little bit. I know JD Martinez is probably the full-time DH, but probably not every day. The second half for Muncy was
ridiculous.
Pretty good. And I know you don't like to go first half, second half too much with hitters, but with Muncy being injured, hurting his elbow at the end of the previous season, I think he was kind of messed up in that first half. So, plus, again, the biggest thing is just it gives me that much more flexibility these next few rounds. I don't have an infielder outside of shortstop. So, I don't know.
Yeah, you needed to do it, but, you don't have a catcher, which is – well, you have one catcher, actually. You only have 2 outfielders. You need at least 3. You got a long ways to go, but, again, we're only around 9. So, can't be that worried about it right now. You're good.
And the other thing, the other thing I check while I'm drafting is I track batting average, homers, and steals compared to what I need in this league last year. Last year you needed – wow. Can you hear that?
Yeah, that was good.
The 1-year-old must have not liked his Chinese food. What was I even saying? Kids screaming freaks me out, which is good because I've got 2 kids. Tracking homers and steals. So I need 255. I need an average of 20 homers, an average of 9 steals, according to what the standings were in LABR last year. I'm ahead in those 3 as I should be. early in the draft, 260, 26 homers, and 12 steals. So I'm pretty like balanced. I'm not even with one. I'm slightly ahead equally in all three categories. So I think I'm pretty balanced.
Stats over just like positions. That's the key. There goes Ahmed Rosario, Taylor Ward, Chris Bryant. So yeah, we're getting back to your first
Taylor
base
Ward was
option.
not making it back. There is some in the chat, in the LABR chat. Your boy McLeod is not happy he did not get Suzuki.
I figured that was his due. That made too much sense. So that's funny. Britton Allen, it's never Cody Bellinger range. Just gonna throw that out there to you, but that's me, not Ryan drafting. So it's up to Ryan, of course.
What was Britton's comment? It's never Cody Bellinger.
Well,
range?
when is Cody Bellinger consideration range? I said it's never Cody Bellinger range.
It's coming up. His projection pops.
Yeah, I know Ryan liked him a little bit where he goes, and it works in his build. So
Chris Bryant, Chris Wynn, Ahmed Rosario, all good picks.
Giancarlo, feeling some power there for Harrison.
Tyler Stevenson at catcher, who was honestly for me wasn't really a consideration when I took.
Even though they might play him 140 plus games.
You can say that in February.
That's coach speak, baby. Coach speak. We gotta love it.
Say whatever you want in February.
So are we still thinking first base? What are we thinking?
Yeah, definitely going another hitter. I think Lance Lynn is still available. He'd be the only starting pitcher I'd take in the 10th, but I need to keep pounding hitting.
Yeah,
it's not really.
It's hitting season right now.
It's hitting season. And again, I've got all kinds of freaking bold guys. I've got Santander, Hunter Renfroe, Mountcastle, Jorge Polanco, Rizzo, Rowdy, Ian Happ, and Matt Chapman, all bolded going in the 10th and 11th rounds. So I'm going 2 hitters here. And again, this was the plan. So this part is actually kind of working out.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of options. You might be able to get 2 of those. So
I should be able to.
Nate Poley says you don't even consider Hunter Green.
I think he's still available. That's interesting. Hunter Green is like, it's funny. He's the guy who I thought I would love in draft season, but everyone loves him, so I don't love him anymore. And I can't get over so there is the talent, cannot deny the talent, cannot deny the gains he made missing bats, as he just got taken by Kyle Soppe. But I'll finish my thought. Can't deny like the growth that he showed in the second half, throwing more strikes with the swing and miss stuff. I just can't get over the ballpark and the fact that Cincinnati did not have a single starter last year with more than 5 wins.
Yeah, the wins is big.
All right. So I gotta get up my dudes here.
Eric says Renfroe and Happ would be interesting. Yes, it's an option for sure. I think a Renfroe and one of those first base combos gives you so much power. That is a glorious...
No, I need to get a first baseman. This is the pocket, as we all love to say, of first baseman that I need to grab.
How do you rank the Rizzo, Mountcastle, Tellez range for you?
The numbers say Rizzo, Rowdy, Mountcastle. Very close. So I'm happy with either one. I might jump Rowdy over Rizzo. I did see a RotoWire blurb about Rizzo.
Yes, please.
And how he's going to play through his back stuff.
Yeah, it's every year for Rizzo. Back.
Yes, I read the blurb more. Yeah, right. Read the blurb more, and he's like, yeah, but it won't be any worse than last year. And Rizzo was fine last year. So
I'm still Team Rowdy through and through. My boy.
Yep. I mean, I get it.
Can't really be worried about either one of them. Daniel Silver does mention you're not worried about Voit. Voit signed there. I think Voit is the opposite of Jesse Winker at DH. That's what I think he is.
A little bit of a gift. And I'm not right on all these players, but Ty France just went. I know France is, I believe, where does he play? No, he's only first base. So, like, I'd take the first baseman I just talked about over Ty France.
I'd take all 3 of them over him for sure.
Yeah.
The whole chat wants to get Rowdy, so this is going to be fun. Please.
Yeah, the whole chat is like,
let's go. Don't screw this up, people. Do it for the people.
Britton says, let's get a little rowdy. It's
a
Tuesday night, man. Let's
let's have some fun.
They're listening. Ryan Mountcastle just went.
There you go.
Everyone shut up until
Here comes Rudy Gamble. If we see orange on the board, we have issues, folks.
Yeah, we
That's
got
all
to
I'm
worry
gonna
about
say.
orange. We got to worry about orange. Rudy does not have a first baseman.
Yeah.
He went Lance
Lynn,
Lynn.
Santander. We're
Santander.
getting closer. No first baseman here, though, either.
Is everyone going to leave the stream if I take Rizzo over?
I might have to go. That's good.
Yeah. Bubba's out of here. We're going back to solo.
I'm kidding. Yes, Camden does hurt Mountcastle quite a bit there, Ben Tid. Very, very true. Max Jensen, Bubba chugs a beer if Ryan takes Rowdy.
I knew. Sponsors only.
There goes Rowdy. Dr. Roto. Not our friend. Not cool. Bummer. That's a bummer. Big time bummer. Not cool. Not cool, Dr. Roto.
The chat
Taylor Ward and then Rowdy.
So I'm gonna go Rizzo. Pianowski and Erickson, who are ahead of me, both have first baseman, so they'd have to really like Rizzo. And I don't think anyone really likes Rizzo.
I was about to say, I don't think so. Yeah.
He's just kind of there. And I know, and Gialdi, I believe in the chat, said he has a chronic back issue. And that he tried to get me to take Vinny P a few rounds ago. I'm really not that worried about Rizzo, honestly. If he just does what he did last year.
Well, especially when in round like 28, you take Brandon Belt, so you're good.
This is what makes it so fun. So the last two comments, Rizzo, good value for Max. Eric goes, no Rizzo. Ooh, your boy just went to Pianowski.
Thyro. Man, Telez, then Thyro, and even Gio. This is my round. Wow. Pinau with Estrada. I like it. A little early, but I like it.
A little aggressive, but hey. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, Rizzo pretty easy. I need a first baseman and it falls off very quick. Yep. So I'm happy with that. I think that worked out fine. Like I said at the top of the round, Mountcastle, Rowdy, Rizzo, all roughly the same. If I get left with the last one, that's okay.
Flowers taking France helped out a lot.
Yeah. Yep. If I would have got shut out on those three, I might have shut down the stream because they're definitely listening.
So now we're looking back at your outfielders on the list, I'm assuming.
Now I'm kind of back to like being pretty good position wise, and I'm still not even looking at starting pitching. So, bolded guys: Hunter Renfroe, Polanco, Ian Happ, Matt Chapman.
There's some power there. There's some serious power.
Josh Bell was bolded. Damn. I still like Rizzo more than Bell.
Go get another one. Yeah, corner infield to fill.
I do.
Put a stranglehold up for the guys that didn't take first base. Really make them suffer.
That is a thing. I mean, I could go Bell, get corner infield, and then there's
Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes is still out there. Something to think about.
I know too many thoughts in my head here, man.
I know. I'm just making sure you know everyone's available.
You definitely saved me a couple times when I've listed guys, and you're like, "Nope, he's gone."
Yeah.
Charlie Morton just went to Jen Pacenti. That's a really good pick.
Yeah, Chucky. Like that's a good. She's got the veterans: Chucky, Kershaw. That's an interesting. Max Jansen makes a good point. Matt Chapman with Muncy and Rizzo is tough for the average. That's a good point. Good point there.
Yeah, even Muncy Rizzo.
Yep. Yeah, so I think that's why you say don't add a third to the mix potentially. Ryan asked in the chat, Shohei operated the same way in LABR as NWC. Yes, that is correct.
Yep.
And yes, Anthony Holmes is still there.
But that is something I need to start thinking about is batting average. If I'm behind in any one category, I'm fine with it being batting average just because it varies so much. Yep. But it is something I'm at least, like Matt Chapman is bolded. I could use a third baseman, but I should not take Matt Chapman, Rizzo, and Muncy.
You have a third baseman.
Yeah, Muncy. I could put him at second though, unless I'm missing somebody, right?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. He's second for you. Yeah.
Jose Miranda, Eric just brought up. Yes. Just don't don't like the skill set that much, but
No,
yes,
don't
would be
like
a
the
decent
total
fit.
profile.
You know who actually popped? I don't have him bolded. I'm not sure why. Is Castellanos? Ooh, never mind. He's taken.
Castellanos is interesting.
No, he's taken.
There goes Baez.
And Rasmussen to Fred Zinke. That is a good pick. I was hoping some of these Rays would fall.
Yeah, everyone's starting to talk Clay Holmes in the chat, Ryan. Just gonna throw it out there to you.
Who? What do we got? Clay Holmes?
Gialdi, Jansen. Yeah, this is way past ADP.
Is he the closer,
Chapman.
guys? Is he what's
He is the closer. Tom Mahal says, late to the party. Are you worried about the inexperience of J-Rod at number 6? Asking because I have the 6th pick.
Tom was the one I think who asked if he's allowed to throw insults. So I don't know if that's shade being thrown at me at the 6th pick. No, I don't think the inexperience of J-Rod's an issue at 6th. I just wanted Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
Really badly.
Tucker at number 2 is bonkers. And I'm here for it. Oh, Cody Senga, by the way, he took him. McLeod got him, as we'd expect. There goes McNeil. Getting closer to you, Ryan. What are you thinking? You're 3 picks away.
I'm almost thinking, oh, geez, this would be like a total pivot. But, Holmes just went.
Good pick, Jennifer. Good. She's listened to the stream. She's done this a few times now. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm almost thinking Jeffrey Springs, actually.
Okay.
I know I said I'm honing in on bats, but I do like Springs quite a bit.
I like that Renfro power right here, personally.
Like the Renfro power, it doesn't fit that great with
no, with your other guys though.
With my batting average, I
Do
might
you have any speed guys?
Bader, Grissom, Brian Hayes. Not really.
Yeah,
not too interested. And I'm kind of the 3 categories, I'm best in power right now, which again doesn't dictate everything, but
let's see where we go. There goes Renfro. There you go.
Renfro just went.
Yeah, Casty's interesting. The chat likes Casty.
He got taken. Casty's gone.
I didn't see him. Oh yeah, now I see him with Joe Sheehan. Where is Ryan gonna go here? Here we go. The fun began.
I almost want your boy.
Which one?
Nico Herner.
He's not my boy.
It's
not a bad pick.
The underdog live stream would disagree.
Yeah, okay, now I get your joke. There goes Ian Happ. Good pick. Good
so
pick.
The joke there in the underdog live stream that Bubba and I did with John Legeza, Bubba got cocky because he was taking Nico Herner at the end, but then I don't know what your thing disconnected.
The draft froze on me. I couldn't use the draft. I'd like go in
so
and
you
out.
Timed out.
Yep. And then Ryan got him.
And then I took him 2 picks later. It was glorious.
The Gialdi did say, when are you thinking like Newt-Bar maybe?
Good idea. Maybe 12th round, maybe next pick. But
and I like Ian Happ. I think that's a very underappreciated player in fantasy. He's a pretty solid. The gains he made in batting average last year, he sacrificed a little power, but maybe if you can kind of find a happy medium there with his speed atop that order, that could be a fun play. It goes well with your Swanson play. If the Cubs are anything good, that could be a fun little 1-2 punch.
I wonder if they would hit Happen, Dansby like 2nd and 3rd.
I know roster resources is
Nico.
the end all be all. Nico, there's been rumors Nico at the top or the bottom. That's all over the place right now.
Yeah, Jason's got Nico, Swanson, Happ, Suzuki, top 4 Cubs. So I might be a Cubs fan this year.
Oh, that's a fun. Let's go to Wrigley. Let's go. I'm in. I always love a good trip to Wrigley.
Might be going to Chicago in around Labor Day for a Notre Dame game.
Bubba and the Bloom from the outfield, and I'm the bleachers. I'm in. Let's go.
Maybe a dual sport weekend.
Yep.
No, I like Happ there. We've talked about this a lot on our ADP shows the last few weeks, is getting 10 bags at a time. Ian Happ is I think the perfect example of that without falling back into power. Tough to project though, man, because like you said, he kind of completely changed his approach last year. So it's like, which one do you expect going forward?
Yeah,
whatever.
That's the tough part. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does here.
So Jeff Erickson, who I know is not listening to the stream because he's streaming himself.
Yeah.
Did take Jeffrey Springs, so that's kind of a bummer.
Still
I didn't get either
Bryce
Ryan
Harper
Dre's.
yet. Still no Bryce Harper.
Still no Bryce Harper.
This is interesting. This late in the draft with the IL situation.
What is Harper's ADP? Does anyone in the chat have it? Or you,
I
Bubba?
got NFBC up right now.
And I know it's total apples to oranges, but it
186 in the last 2 weeks in DC's, as low as 271, as high as 136.
186. So we're going on pick 165. So we're almost at his draft champions ADP.
I like it. I think it's interesting, at least. I'm not saying you should do it because it's not your style, but it's interesting.
What's the late? Is he All-Star break?
Yeah, it's kind of the rough number around All-Star break, give or take. Yeah. Maybe slightly early, but I think they're shooting All-Star break. I think it's a fun stash to put with your outfield setup. But again, make it your style, not mine. What are you thinking? Like, I know you got some more batters probably highlighted. What's your thoughts on pitching coming up here? You got anybody?
Yeah, and actually, I think Gialdi just put in the chat. I need to start thinking about pitchers again, and that's correct. Like I said earlier, the plan was to go like 7th, 8th round through 11th all bats, and I did that. But yeah, I need to start considering starting pitchers again. I was hoping for one of Ryan Dre's to come back, but
yeah, they got you. They got you. Rasmussen and Springs. Yan. It was Alexis
Dustin May
Diaz.
just went. He was someone so Dustin May. That's an interesting round for pitchers. Just Dustin May and Chris Sale just went together. 2
questionable situations, basically. Yeah, your Holmes and Alexis Diaz. You're getting towards the definite end of the closer carousel.
What about Daniel Bard?
No,
I mean, he's available.
Nope, won't
got
do
the
it.
job.
Not gonna do it. It is way past his ADP, though. I'll say that much. Way past it. So you got that going for you. But you do you. I just can't do it.
Did something happen with the? Let me move this. I'm not giving Soppy his fair due there. Hopefully everyone can see this okay on the other than Eric on his 8-footer, but hopefully everyone can see the board okay.
He's seeing it pretty fine. I hope he's hope if he has a significant other, I hope they're not home because they're probably mad right about now. But yeah, living the dream, my friend. What better to do on a Tuesday night than listen to 2 blabberers like us talk about a draft? That's what I do. So I remember being on my computer watching last year, just commenting all the time. It was great.
Yep, I remember you were. Yeah,
that's
and
fun.
This is so fun. Like this is, and everyone in the chat, like this is a ton of fun.
Yeah. So Gialdi is wondering, who are your top pitchers that you got?
So first on the hitting side, I've got Jonathan India like locked in there. I might go India if I do need to flip over to starters. I've got Jomo standing out quite a bit. Big Jomo guy. The other interesting, and I don't know if this is my style, but it is the 12th round. Start to take some risks. What about Lucas Giolito? Bubba, I know you're
Gio's gone. Gio's gone.
Is he?
Yeah. Erickson took him. Yeah. I would have taken him for sure right about now.
What about Houston? Luis Garcia is available.
I like that. I like Garcia, Jomo. Jomo's my dude, so that's who I would go with for sure. But especially like the floor he brings with your 3 aces, that just gives you another like 4 quality starting pitchers, I think. Garcia is interesting though, for sure.
I've got them like right next to each other. There's some talk of Jesus Luzardo in the chat. Just not as, I don't know. Maybe I need to look into him more, but I think right now I'm going to go Jomo or Luis Garcia.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. Eric said with the projector thing, she's cool and the kids are sleeping, so everybody's good.
Okay, nice.
Well done, man. Yeah, I think Jomo or Garcia is a great option. Andres Munoz, that's a good pick right there by Sheehan. I like that.
Closer who? So I brought up Daniel Bard, and maybe like 13th round. Think about it. Fairbanks still available.
Like that too. I like that.
I don't know.
I'd wait till next round if you could. That'd be my 2 cents on that. I'd get one of these starting pitchers that you're talking about. You could almost double tap those starting pitchers and not have to worry about the starter for a while. That's intriguing too.
Yeah, I do want Jonathan India though. I don't know why I like India so much, but all right. But we gotta come on. No snipes here, people.
Yeah,
Brendan
listen to
Demo
the
just went.
show. Grissom, Nemo, gone. Ryan wants to know, what do you make of Garcia having to totally retool his Rock the Baby windup?
Yep.
I think he'll be fine.
Think he'll be fine, but it is that thing was cool, man. I like watching that.
Yeah, taking fun out of baseball. That's Manfred's way. Don't you forget that, folks. But there's already like tricks people are saying that's because the second they come set is when the clock starts for something like the hitter in the box. So pitchers might come set right away to mess up that timing, which will mess up other time. Like there's all kinds of weird strategies going on here. So we'll see. Nate Poley's sale is gone already. He gone.
So everyone likes to make.
There
goes Jomo. Oh my God! No Luis Garcia, please.
Roto again. Dr. Roto's listening, dude.
I think he is. He took Rowdy coming towards us the last time, and then he took Jomo.
Not cool.
Either that or he's just
cool at all.
He's a smart dude.
He is.
Some India love in the chat, which I get. Oh, yellow.
Luzardo.
Jesus Luzardo just went. So it's Pianowski. Will Pianowski grab Luis Garcia?
He's already got
Question of the night.
I don't think he does.
3 starters.
Yeah, I think he goes back to the bats though. Let's see. Let's do it.
God, come on. 30 seconds. Come on, Scott. You're a good dude. You won't take Luis Garcia.
Come on, Pianowski. Don't do it.
It's not in your heart, Scott.
Don't rock it. Come on, we're all just like staring at the screen.
15, 14.
Don't do it.
I know this makes for great audio, but we are staring at a...
Ryan's on the clock, but we don't see the pick coming in yet.
I don't see the pick.
It's still, the clock's still ticking. Drury, you got him. Garcia time. Boom, shakalaka. Easy money. Easy money.
God, and so this is funny. Like everyone makes the Luis Garcia joke because there's 3 of them: a reliever, a starter.
Did you make sure you picked the right one?
Legitimately, in RT Sports Draft Room, the Houston Luis Garcia is listed as a relief pitcher.
Are you serious?
So that threw me off for a second. But
that would terrify me trying to make that pick. Yeah,
all right, I'm cool with Luis. Yeah, I guess you can't rock the baby anymore, but
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I think he'll be.
You're good. You're good.
Really good Arsenal. Really good swing. 14% swing strike rate each of the last 2 seasons. 28 starts each of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, he could take that next step too. That could be real big. So
he'll get tons of wins.
I like Garcia. I think that's a great option indeed.
So now we just need India to make it back.
I'm going to say you can go India right here to get your second baseman, and you're going to be feeling pretty good about life through 13 rounds.
India or
Daniel Bard or
Fairbanks.
I go. Well, it's not my draft, but I go Fairbanks.
You go Fairbanks.
Yeah, I just Bard had a season for the ages last year. Let's be realistic about it. So it's tough to see that kind of duplicating. There goes Johan Duran,
right? Yeah, Fairbanks is available.
Yeah, they both are.
Johan Duran just went. I wouldn't.
No, he's going to be he's the fireman. He'll get his saves, but it's like the Paul Sewald role kind of thing.
But to play devil's advocate with what I just said, I'm looking at Pete Fairbanks and I just poo-pooed Johan Duran. There's a decent chance Duran gets more saves than Fairbanks.
Very possible. Very possible. So, but we're at that point of the draft now where you take what you can get type situations. It's a little different.
First UT only and the correct one by Jen. I've shouted out Jen's picks a few times. Really like JD Martinez this year. I think that's a good pick. She jumped ADP by 2 rounds to get him, and
she's putting together a heck of a draft.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, it's a solid squad. Solid squad. Good call on Estevez later by Gialdi. Very, very much in play, I would say.
There's your boy.
Bryce to Gardner, the defending champion. He knows what's up.
The rich get richer.
Buxton and Harper.
Yeah, you're right.
Vaughn Grissom has been taking Britton Allen. Yeah, that's a big one. I like what he's building there, but obviously he knows what he's doing. He's won this a few times, but that's an interesting combo of risk reward he's putting together there, to say the least. A lot of green.
Just sent a text to the wife. See how the kids are doing. Totally forgot. I did not forget to order food. That would have been.
You did that. You got half the battle down.
Especially so. I mean, so I did the bachelor party thing in Colorado. This was I was gone Friday night, Saturday night. I got back late Sunday night, and then this Tuesday night, like, she's been a saint.
Yeah, and then Thursday night's gonna come around. Kids will be in bed by then, though.
They'll be down. Jonathan India. Damn it.
Oh,
I think he double tap second baseman.
That's impressive. He's like sees double taps. This is his deal. That's 3 straight second basemen off the board there. That's a rough one. Fred Zinke, come on, brother.
I really wanted India.
Damn. Yeah. What other second basemen are available right now? Because there's a lot of blue on the board.
It's like Whit Merrifield.
He's gone.
Whit Merrifield's gone?
He went at the beginning of the last round.
So it's like Luis Arias.
Ew.
Josh Rojas, Bryson Stott. It's ugly, man.
That's really ugly. Yeah, but he's
which actually makes me think about. So I called it Yoshida, or maybe I called Senga. He could still get Senga, but
he already got Senga. You got Senga 4 rounds earlier.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did. So
yeah,
Tim McLeod on brand tonight, boys.
Yep, he just didn't get Seiya. He's pissed.
So do I get Fairbanks? I think I get Fairbanks.
I think you get Fairbanks, yeah.
The issue is what I just said with second base. God, it gets horrible. But I can go third base and move Muncy there. That's kind of why I wanted Muncy in the first place. So
that gives you some serious leverage.
Oh, Jen just took Fairbanks.
And you could also go Isak Paredes later and play at second base.
Figured you'd say him.
My guy.
Oh, that's a killer.
Well, I guess you got to go Bard now.
No.
Or take Brian Hayes.
No, I'm not taking Brian Hayes.
That was quick.
I mean, he doesn't like
Ted mentioned. You got Justin Turner, Young, McMahon going down there too. So there's still some third basemen out there. Kyber Ruiz off the board.
I am on the clock, man. That India and Fairbanks.
Daniel Bard, Paul Sewald.
That is brutal.
Not much else we're talking about.
I know you're not gonna like this pick.
Do it. You're doing Daniel Bard. I know. Go for it.
No, you're not gonna like this pick, but that's okay. Go Cubbies.
Oh. I think someone's at my door. I gotta go. Oh, it could be great. And yeah, you are invested in the Cubs now. You are Team Cubs. You might as well go and get Christopher Morel later on. He can play second base or third base. Max Jansen. Rest in peace, Bloom's batting average. So true. So true.
Batting average. I'm at 256 projected.
You're using HQ's projections. Yeah.
I'm using a combo of HQ and the BATX. So I'm averaging those two together. I've got a 256 batting average to a 255 target, which means I'm behind, honestly, because this is the better part of my lineup. But there are batting average guys.
3 straight closers off the board. Sewald, Bard, Lang. Boom, boom, boom. And Gialdi, yes, Newt Barr is still on the board. But now your closers are gone. Gone.
Yeah.
So that's going to get fun here pretty soon. Man, Erickson went pitcher on a pitching run.
Yeah, he's taken 5 in a row. I wonder if I should have gone Bard there. I don't know.
Gialdi's not happy right now. Oh, it's so good.
I'll assume that's it's a compliment.
I love it. Ben Tidd does mention Gene Segura. That could be a good one. He's going to get third base eligibility later too, so that's not a bad look as well.
Segura, Lourdes Gurriel, Justin Turner. Those are all batting average
I like
guys.
Justin Turner quite a bit. I think that's a really strong pick. Maybe move him up in ADP a little bit to guarantee that pick. I'm not saying next round, but something to potentially because we're getting closer to the halfway point. 30 rounds, right? Right, Bloom?
Yeah, 30 rounds.
Yes, we're getting close to the halfway point. We're good. We got lots of ways to move and shake here. Lots of ways. No need to panic yet.
No, the Fairbanks India. That one hurt.
Yeah, they got us right there. That's just how it goes. So them the breaks. Them the breaks.
It's all right.
We gotta rebound here. I don't even know what closers. I have to go look at the closer grid to see what's left, but it's gotten eaten up. It's a lot of specs. It feels like right about now.
Yeah, Kyle Finnegan.
Yeah.
Who you could pair with like a last round Hunter Harvey.
True that. You got the Mets in Chicago, both Chicagos. You could go Graveman for now. Then be ready to make some moves later. That's an option. We got the situation. Take a late round roll as Chapman for fun. See how that goes. Or the late round Taylor Rogers for fun. Dylan Floro's out there. That's an option. So yeah. There goes McCullers to Joe Sheehan. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's fun. So okay, let's get back on track here. What are we thinking? What are we thinking here on the comeback? Let's get back focused. We got this.
Yeah, you gotta. That's the ebbs and flows of a draft. Like you make a pick that I think Bellinger will be fine, but
No, you know what you're getting with Bellinger. If he can rebound at all, you'll be fine. If
what are we thinking?
Danny
Gialdi's
Jansen.
wondering what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a batting average bat. So I will think about Benintendi, Justin Turner,
Newt Bar.
Newt Bar.
Just gonna mention it for Gialdi.
I will think about Alec Boehm.
Okay.
Who's a 275 type hitter. All those guys would fit my team.
Give me Justin Turner over Alec Boehm.
Yeah.
No, Jose Leclerc has not been taken, Britton Allen. You are correct.
No, there's a couple closers out there. And so yeah, I am thinking of a batting average bat and maybe take whatever's left of this scrap heap closer pool.
Okay. I think that's not a bad call. And you got options. You got plenty of options for that.
Nate just asked if Miranda's still out there. He still is.
I'm pretty sure he is, yes.
Jose Miranda, which could be an option for me.
First base,
11th round ADP is still available in the 14th.
I'm not a big Miranda guy, but if he falls a little bit, it makes sense. I get it. Like I don't like where he's going in 11th round, but we're getting to an area where it's intriguing. So I could see that.
We're getting to an area where it's intriguing. I don't know.
Yeah. Ryan hates Miranda.
He's nice. Sure, he's a good person.
There goes Newt Bar to Joe Sheehan off the board. Ezekiel Tovar seems a little early for Tovar, personally, but more power to Harrison.
Yeah, it's a ceiling play. I think well, who knows with Colorado, but I think Tovar will play every day. He'll run.
He's supposed to be the dude, so I get that part of it for sure. He's supposed to be the dude, so we'll see. But,
so I am thinking Miranda here a little bit.
Brady Singer off the board.
That's fine.
Yeah, go get some Mirandas. You're just gonna be a central team. Cubbies.
Or do I go like a Finnegan Leclerc? Leclerc is available? I thought he got taken.
Maybe I missed him. I thought he was available.
What does the chat think of Leclerc?
I know Britton Allen liked him.
Verdugo's gone. Yep.
Benintendi. Gian. I like.
He just went. Yeah, that would have been a good.
There goes Miranda to Jeff Erickson.
Listening.
Jeff, take Justin Turner.
Do not take Justin Turner or Scott Pianowski. I think I got it.
I'm telling you to, not Scott.
Okay. I think I'll go
Ooh,
JT.
Stewie Ruiz, 60 stolen base guy, still out there. Good point there, Gialdi. He might hit 220 and really bury the batting average, but we're good.
I'm behind on batting average, but I'm fine. I'm not that worried about it.
I know. Someone earlier said he should take Joey Gallo too for the batting average fund. Tom Mulhall, Leclerc is the pitching equivalent to Bellinger.
That could either be I'll take that as a bad thing.
So going Justin Turner here.
Yeah.
Joey Meneses off the board to Mr. Scott Pianowski. I like Turner.
Turner fits this team like a glove.
Yes, he does. Very, very nicely there. So you're good. They got Muncy moving to second base. You got that covered. Things are looking up right there. I like where the team's building.
Things are on the mend.
Yes. Now,
hopefully,
are you thinking Leclerc on the way back? Finnegan?
Yeah, thinking one of those two, Leclerc or Finnegan.
Yeah, I'd feel a little better having a second closer pretty soon before it gets real bad.
Oh, it is real bad.
It's
not getting real bad.
I was trying to be optimistic here.
It's not getting real bad.
Just trying to be optimistic.
Oh, my kid's calling my name.
Well, let's see here. So we got potential closers. If the closers both go somehow, the two you have circled, what are we thinking?
Jeez, Bubba.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep you focused here.
Yeah. What are we thinking?
Ben Ted Lang is gone already.
Yes, Lang is gone.
I do like the Grayman Lopez combo, but that could be a later option.
That could be a good. I think that's worthy of a double tap.
Yeah, that'd be a couple rounds, I think.
I feel like Ronaldo Lopez could get jumped pretty big in this draft.
Probably by a guy like Tim McLeod. Personally, that's a guy he would take.
You know who's still available, and I have not really thought of is I'm starting to look at pitchers. Is Grayson Rodriguez?
Yeah,
in the 15th round.
Someone mentioned Gray Rod in the chat earlier, and I kind of went past it, but it is interesting. It is interesting, especially in this format where you can kind of play around a little more. And in the 15th round, like you said, now you're not paying a premium. We're getting close to pick what's 15 times 15. It's a big number. So
it's I don't know what the hell it is.
Like 450.
I do have a spreadsheet in front of me. 15 times 15.
Like
225.
225. Halfway to 450. Yeah. There we go. Gialdi, Grayson, and Hunter Brown can save your team right now.
My team doesn't need to be saved.
It's not a life support. What are we talking about here? So yeah, you got a lot to go here. Turner, Bellinger, Rizzo, Muncy, Yelich. All you need is a hot tub time machine for 2019. Britton Allen.
Who said that?
Might be the quote of the night. Might be the quote of the night. Oh, that's beautiful.
Screenshot that one. That was good.
Great movie. Great movie, by the way. Underrated movie. Such dumb humor in that movie is right in my wheelhouse. So we had Walker, Rojas go off the board here. Grayson Rodriguez did get picked just a second ago to the defending champion, Mr. Gardner. So this is getting interesting here. You got John Gray. That's not a bad pick in round 15. I think that's got some appeal to it as well. So Fred Zinke's doing his thing. The way Fred's building his team, he does not care about certain positions. It feels like he's definitely got a different strategy in place, which I respect. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you're about 4 or 5 picks away here.
Yeah. Looking at a couple of hitters I'm looking at are Segura and Lourdes Gurriel.
I like the Segura call. There goes Bum.
But I will probably go Leclerc just went.
Hey, we have a special guest in the chat room. Roger Bloomfield says draft a doctor. Special guest.
Yeah, as I'm up. That's nice.
Yeah, just give you a little extra oomph. Helsley is gone. Yes, he's definitely gone. I can't even read. Which Gonzalez is that? Oh, Oscar Gonzalez. Jen's putting together a team. I'm liking the way that build's coming together there, so that's good. But yeah, you are on deck, my friend. I'm really curious to see where this goes. Who is the best available player? That's not the guy you're going to take. Who's the best available player? Ryan's focused. He's on the. Brian Hayes just went, so Ryan is taking his pick now. Here we go.
That Leclerc kill was a killer too.
Yep. Tim McLeod strikes again. Rendon is still out there. That's not a horrible play, but he just took Justin Turner, so it's kind of tough to double tap that situation. But not bad in round 15, I'd say that much. Uh-oh, he clicked something hard there.
Smash my keyboard. Gene
Segura. I like it. Batting average, runs, steals.
Second and third base with Muntz. I've just got a lot of flexibility there.
I'm a big fan of the flexibility. So,
and I'm ahead in power. Need, obviously, as the chat has reminded me many times, need batting average.
Ryan might not do this next year.
I thought about Finnegan, but that's ugly, man.
Gialdi makes a good point, though. If you want to push Estevez up next round, that's not a bad one.
I think that's a good call.
It's
a good call. I probably need to switch over to pitching again.
We're getting close to that pocket that we like, to the 250 to 300 window. It's a little better when it came to pitching. So following the mojo.
I've only got 4 starters, but again, that 3 of the 4 were super early, so it's
quality starters. Quality.
Only quality here on the show.
That's all we do
on the show.
Yeah, you got guys like you got Carlos Estevez. You could look at Jorge Lopez if you believe he gets more than Duran. You got the Graveman with the White Sox. I'm not touching Arizona. You got the Cubs mess. Dylan Floro. You can go one of the Dodgers guys, and Phillips or Hudson eventually.
Where's Ryan Roof? He's probably company man listening to the Roto.
Yeah, he's probably supporting the crew. That's for sure. You see Gialdi. When we started this, we were all in this together. Those were the fun times.
They say to do a live stream, build your brand, build an audience, build some loyal listeners. I think I'm doing the opposite.
No, you're doing a great job. This is the fun part about drafting. And we all talk about it. This is your first Fab League, right? Of the year?
First fast draft.
It's
not counting
different. It's different.
It's hard, man.
To get used to that after the 4-hour clocks and 2-hour clocks and a DC and all that different stuff. Big difference.
Plus, I can feel the comments coming at me, even though I'm looking at a different screen.
Yeah. See, I get to remind you of the comments, so you're good.
We appreciate it. I'd rather have some light jarring than just saying good pick every time.
That is true. William Baker, he's got you on the big screen too. Wife and kids are out of the house, so I can fully nerd out with the Ryan HQ and BD Intric stream of labor. Outstanding. Well done, Mr. Baker. Join the fun. Ben Titt's trying to bury you.
Ben, what do you say?
That you were in the Gladiator streets earlier this year.
That's true, and those were fast drafts.
Those were fun, but those just had a different vibe to them. Also, you weren't worried about certain things, and
a little less give a damn in those.
Oh, my boy!
This is
Naylor.
LABR's honestly. I've done the main the last 3 years. It's right up there in terms of I really want to win. I finished second 1 year, sixth. Finished second 2 years ago, sixth last year. I think 5th or 6th the year before that. So I've been been close, but this would be awesome to take down. It's a tough league.
Couple thoughts real quick, and you're going to take it down this year. Evan Phillips just went in this round. I was just talking about him. Josh Naylor went in this round, which surprised me, but Alberto Mondesi to Mike Podhoser, which is an interesting one because he can put him on the IL and play that game with him, so there's a little more appeal to a Mondesi in a format like this.
That's I agree. I think Ruiz went earlier, which I think is correct. Jorge Mateo's still out there, right?
Yes, and he's still trying to figure out if he's going to play enough to be important. So yes,
CJ Abrams is still out there. I don't think Abrams falls in that.
Abrams a dog. I love Abrams. Give me some CJ Abrams. That can be your middle infielder right there. Steals galore, hit for average.
Who's hurt fall is Riley Green.
That's
a lot
intriguing.
Of folks don't like him, but he's starting to.
There goes Riley Green right there as you speak. Gone.
Kyle.
He's taking a few guys right when we start talking about him, by the way. Just going to throw that out there. He's your friend, your former FPAS dude. Then he sold out, like you said, went big time. Just remember that.
All right. So I'm going back to pitching. I've taken one pitcher in the last 9 rounds. So that's look up balance in the dictionary. That's not it. But again, that's why I went pitching so early. But I need to shore up some pitching. I will probably take Finnegan if he's available in the 16th. That feels okay.
Hey, Britton had a question. I can't scroll back up, but it's about the Dodgers closing situation. It was actually a legit question. If we want to answer that one real quick,
as opposed to the other comments, which are just
yes, about the Dodgers closing situation. Do you think it's going to be Evan Phillips, Hudson, Gratterall? I think it's a Phillips Hudson combo to me. That's where I'm looking.
Yeah, I truly don't know.
There goes Jonah Heim. I like Jonah Heim. Big Jonah Heim fan. Good catcher too. He's catcher 1 for Allen Harrison, but good catcher too.
All right, chat. Kyle Finnegan, Kendall Graveman, or Carlos Estevez?
Start voting, chat. Let's go. Come on.
I was looking at Alex Cobb, who just got taken by Rudy Gamble.
Yeah, I think the chat likes Estevez, but we'll see. They've all of a sudden got really quiet. Okay, Graveman from Michael. We know Anthony likes Estevez. There's a. Oh, here we go. That jumped quick. So Finnegan, Estevez, Graveman, Estevez, Graveman. I think you're going Graveman at the moment. Surprisingly, it's 3-3 right now. Graveman and Estevez. Keep it coming, chat. Anthony, we just want you to take a picture.
You just want me to take a picture? Yeah.
That's happening. That is happening.
It's probably happening.
So yeah, Graveman or Estevez. I like both. It looks like you're tied 3-3. Flip a coin. If you do Graveman, how fast would you double tap the Ronaldo?
Pretty fast. Well, I don't know. See, that's the hard part. Ronaldo is like a 25th round ADP. I'd probably have to go like 20th, 21st to make sure I get him.
Now Estevez is taken over 5-3 in the Estevez column.
I think it's Estevez. I think that's the call.
You could probably get Estevez and then come back with Graveman if you really want to lock it in. Not saying you want to.
I think like maybe Matt Moore, Herget, but Herget didn't finish. I don't know.
All these guys have questions. You can't even worry about that right now. They all have.
Did anyone say Finnegan?
Yeah, we got 2 Finnegans. It's 5 Estevez, 4 Graveman.
Yeah. The problem with Estevez is like he sucks.
Those are also Colorado numbers.
That is true. That's a fair point.
Yeah, Gialdi agrees. I think Graveman's early here. I think you can get Graveman a little later. Hopefully, we'll see. That could change in this format, but you're
Jeff
on deck.
Erickson.
You'll get at least one of them.
Jeff Erickson with Lourdes. That's a good pick. I'm a big Lourdes guy.
Yes, Lourdes Gurriel. Estevez, another Estevez one. So Estevez is the winner here. There you go. It's all yours.
The last sentence in the forecaster on Estevez is There are better places to speculate. As I click Carlos Estevez. This is what closers will do to you, people.
Yep. This is what live drafting will do to you, people. Just gonna throw that out there. Streaming a live draft will do to you. But thanks for the chat. You guys came
No,
through.
that's
Fun.
that's yeah.
Keep up the
That's
party.
That's a good point though on the Colorado numbers.
Now, do we go starter or another closer, or what are we thinking here? I know we got time. But I'm just trying to get an idea to keep Gialdi off the bottle right now.
Really, yeah. I'm just doing this stream to keep Gialdi happy. He says we're back on track. So,
first pitcher since round 8,
round 6. No, I took Luis in the 12th
Luis
round.
Garcia.
But yeah, four pitchers the first 6 rounds, and then one more pitcher till the 16th. Again, that was kind of the plan. The plan went a little haywire 13th through 15th, but
we're back. We're back.
Train
is back on the tracks.
All right, yeah. What round is it?
It is round.
It's 2 hours in.
We're going to 17 here.
You holding up okay, man? Bathroom break?
I'm doing good. I'm a team player here. We're good. I got 2 hours till my next show, so I'm here.
I can't believe you did one before and after. All right, so this is where it's gonna get fun. I think I need to go starter, and this is like the ultimate rebound play. But there's Jose Barrios, there's Trevor Rogers.
Oh, that's your dude.
I've got Jameson Taillon relatively high on my ranks. Merrill Kelly just went to Fred Zinke.
Smart pick.
There's so yes, Bubba, this is you alluded to this a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I got a lot of bold on the pitching staff. Justin Steele, Carrasco, Tyler Anderson. I don't think I take them in this round, but
look at Matt Jensen's comment. There's a name there you like a lot. Are you entering the Eflin Savali range? Or is it a little too soon? Savali, you like Savali a lot.
I do. Are we entering that range?
I think you're getting close.
21 ADP, so we're like 4 rounds ahead, but that we are entering the range. Heaney an option with IL. I think Heaney went a couple rounds ago.
Heaney's going.
There's a lot of starters I like. I'm thinking about Trevor Rogers, honestly. It's
your dude. You got safety in pitching.
I mean, a 17th round Rogers. So I took Rogers last year in the 6th in this league, and obviously did not work out. Tyler Anderson went to Steve Gardner. I just noticed that.
Yep.
Was that Britton who said, what about Reed Detmers?
Yeah, Reed Detmers.
Yeah, he's up there.
Gialdi likes Barrios. I think there's something to that. We talked about that on the show recently. I think at his ADP, I think you could get a little bit of a boost there as well.
Yeah, but I do too.
At least we know who he is on a better team than Miami.
Barrios.
Yeah, what if Braxton beats out Rogers? Not saying he will. They should both pitch in a perfect world. But
I've got Detmers ranked pretty. Detmers higher than those two guys.
I think Detmers is still out there.
Still out there. He's 3 rounds past ADP. I don't think he's bolded on my sheet because there's probably a problem with my sheet because he comes out about even at a 14th round ADP. So he didn't stick out at ADP.
Yeah. Detmers is not a bad pick here. Go back-to-back Angels pitchers. That screams fun. Didn't we learn that you need to draft pitchers on good teams? Haven't we talked about that before? So you're not getting laughs like this on RotoWire, folks. I'm just throwing it out there.
Don't. Oh,
I've
had a cough recently. You can't hear through the mic, and that triggered it. There went Barrios.
There you go.
So it's down to Trevor Rogers or Reed Detmers.
Detmers, please. Dude. For the love of God.
That was a line, man. That was good. Yeah, I like Detmers there.
Yeah, the chat would agree with you. Rogers might still be there on the way back if you're really feeling frisky. But you got one of them. I love Gialdi, dude.
With the Detmers, I like that.
like
Eric
that.
just asked Graven. I think Graven just went.
Yeah, he went 3 picks before that. Big Willie Myers off the board. Pinau's drafting a lot of my dudes lately. The Estrada pick might have
Finnegan
been
still.
early.
No one's taking Finnegan yet. I must like Finnegan more than like the crowd.
Yeah, I like Finnegan a lot, actually. Honestly, it's just such a bad baseball team, but I do like Finnegan.
Yeah, that's the rub.
Tristan Casas. That's an interesting pick. I like Finnegan, but again, like I said earlier, Jorge Lopez. He's technically going to be the closer in Minnesota. Like it's not great by any means, but he's a closer. So you got those two going for you if you're feeling it.
So if Finnegan somehow makes it all the way back, I'd probably go like him and then get I'd have 3 closers.
I'd like Finnegan if you could get him at round 18. I think that'd be a strong thing. I got kind of 2 closers out of 3 pitchers, and you can walk away. I think that's dude. If you can get Estevez and Finnegan to combine for 30 to 35 saves to go with Class A, that's pretty golden.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like it a lot. There goes Estuary Ruiz to Pothoser. He's got Mondesi and Ruiz. Talk about steals overload.
Oh my God, Podhorser. He has both. Wow.
And he's got other steals guys too. He's got Tim Anderson potentially, Franco, Torres. They'll give him some.
Really. I mean,
they'll give him some, like not big guys. Like he's going heavy with Mondesi, Ruiz, maybe Laureano. Interesting.
Yeah.
Where did he finish?
And again,
do you have that handy by chance? Because he had that fun draft.
Yeah, I think he was middle pack.
Okay.
So the thing with that, again, in a trading league, like if Ruiz and Mondesi both start the season healthy, Podhorser gets off to some huge start in bags, like he will absolutely trade one of those 2 guys. Again, it's so hard to we're so focused on draft and hold and NFBC where you don't trade. You really don't need to be balanced here.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Okay. If Finnegan somehow doesn't make it back because one of your buddies was listening to the feed, where would we like to go next? Or do we want to save that for later?
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
I do need to. There's not much bold on my hitter sheet anymore. That's not good.
That's the pitching time of the draft. Eric Leggett, it's Eflin time. Maybe you get to Savali pretty soon. We're getting closer to that round 21.
Think about Eflin Savali. I'll probably take a pitcher either way. If Finnegan's not available, I'd go starter.
There's no bats you like, it sounds like. So
there's got to be some I like.
No, there's some I could think of potentially, but I don't know if you're a fan as much as I am. Gabriel Moreno going this late is impressive, just because of where he's going in other formats. That's very late for Gabriel Moreno to Ray Flowers.
I don't know. Is he going to start? Is the thing.
I'm not taking him. I'm just saying where he's going ADP wise. That's going pretty late. So, yeah, no, he's not for me. Not for me. That's a no for me, dog. But yeah. When are you thinking of catcher 2 now? Because we're getting to the murky catcher wars. There goes Eric Haas. It's getting pretty bad.
I was actually just going to say that I've got Yasmani Grandal bolded.
I like that. Talked about him last night with Toby. At this point in the draft, he's at ADP around 20. He's the 20th catcher off the board lately. So
yeah,
I can see that.
He is actually, that's funny you mentioned that. He is actually, since Haas just got taken, he is actually quite a bit the best catcher left.
I think that's interesting because after you get past the Grandal area, it gets really bad. Really bad.
It gets to the point where I
just
won't take a second catcher until
just stream them.
Yeah, but just stream it.
Dollar days on the waiver wire.
But I think Grandal and maybe like Christian Vasquez. I think Vasquez separate enough. Oh, is he gone?
Vasquez went to Pianowski.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Yeah. As I'm saying, catchers, they've disappeared pretty quick here.
Your boy's up there, Joey Bart.
No, do not take him. He's going to start the year as the catcher. I don't know how long he's going to be the catcher. Let's put it that way.
I think I'd go Grandal.
Yeah, I like that play. I like that play quite a bit, actually. There's some legs there, as some people might say.
Everybody except Podhorser has a catcher going ahead of me, but most of them just have one catcher. So there's a chance Grandal is not there.
And then
which again is fine. I would just
Max Jensen makes a good point. Langalier's UT only for now, but he'll gain catcher eligibility quickly. He's a guy to circle.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones that know that, of course, but definitely someone to keep an eye on.
Good point. I worry about that lineup, that park for Langelier. The power and the counting stats might be pretty light for that guy. But
if you want a super late catcher based on ADP, Max Stassi is going to be the starting catcher for the Angels, not Logan O'Hoppe. So keep him in mind as well. He's if he decided to say screw it, that's a guy I would kind of look at later on.
Weird.
Or Elias Diaz is out there. Elias Diaz for Colorado is still out there. You know, I'm the catcher guy, so you just talk to me.
You're like, dude,
just let me know what you need.
It's all off the top. Your work in November is paying off.
Yeah, just let me know what you need. I got you. Wish I could do that with other positions, but we're here.
So funny, like Taylor Rogers and Giovanni Gallegos just went again before. Finnegan is available, right?
Yeah, he's got to be. I didn't see him go.
So I'd go Finnegan. I'd go Grandal.
How did Gallegos and Rogers go before Kyle Finnegan?
Or I would go pitcher, either Rogers, Carrasco. I like Manaya. I like Saval. There's options here, man.
A lot of starting pitchers. That's why I like the idea of getting your third closer here or your catcher and coming back with a starting pitcher.
It might come down to Grandal versus Finnegan, given just the scarcity of it.
There goes Finnegan.
There goes Finnegan.
Trevor May and Finnegan. So there goes that.
And then here comes Dr. Roto. I swear, if he takes Grandal, he's listening. Oh,
he's catcher eligible.
Yeah, he's got a catcher color. I don't know.
Wow. How is that possible?
I don't know if that's right.
Interesting.
But, whatever. So I will get Grandal if Erickson does not take him here because Pianowski has two catchers.
Oh, don't say this so fast.
So Erickson will not take Yasmani Grandal as he's got 30 seconds left on the clock.
Don't do it, Erickson. Don't be that guy. I'll have some puns for you. So, yeah, we'll have to start looking into some other potential closers then if we have to play around later. But we can kind of screw that over for now and get Grandal, come back with some starting pitchers. I think that's in play. And yes, Gialdi, RT Sports made him a catcher, which is quite surprising to all of us.
That might just be their standard color.
There goes Mitchell, Garrett Mitchell. That's an interesting pick right there.
He did time out, so I don't know. No, that's fine pick.
Yeah, so Grandal, I'll take that. That's not bad. Not bad. Round 18.
There's literally Christian Bethancourt is maybe, but I don't think
I do like Christian Bethancourt. Time. Yeah, we know I like him though, but I wouldn't mind him, but I prefer Grandal in a potential bounce back situation, especially as a catcher too, where you could always fab catchers later on. That's fine. I like your strategy, Ryan. You're doing a great job.
Thanks. You're like the first one to tell me that tonight.
That's what I'm here for. I'm the cheerleader. Ross Stripling, good pick. Sneaky pick. Homer pick. Isn't it nice when you can click the draft button so quickly? You don't have to worry about things. It's just like boom, like jackpot. So are we thinking starting pitching on the way back like we talked about? There's like 4 or 5 guys you like. I think that's a good call.
Starting pitching, because if I'm looking at my squad, we're getting close to the end. I only need one more infielder. It says corner is open, but I can move middle because I've got Muncy and Segura. So I need one more infielder, one more outfielder, and a utility. And I need 2 pitchers.
Max Jansen's comment. Glad to see Ryan passed over the batting average risk of Gallo for a safe batting average guy like Grandal.
That's good. I like that one.
Oh, he's kidding.
That's hilarious. I know. This is awesome. This is I've said that like many times, but
I love sarcasm. So like if you guys ever want to come into my chats, bring it. I'll do
I
a
do
shameless
too.
plug. When I do my quick hits in the evenings the night before, they're always live to my YouTube channel, not on Twitter. You guys are more than welcome to come rib me all you want. Bring it on. It's like usually 10 o'clock my time, so bring it.
Here's Dad coming in with the soft compliment. Thank you, Dad.
Sunny Gray's gone, so we're out of Sunny Gray range.
Sunny Gray's been gone a while, I think.
Yeah, a few rounds ago.
Oh no, only a couple rounds ago.
Yeah, it's nice that it's nice that Pops is paying attention. I missed him this year in FPass. Missed him. So yeah,
Gotta
it was
get him
fun.
back.
Yeah, bring the sticks. Let's go have some fun.
He'll be part of the golf outing next year if he comes. Let's see. So the Savali talk is starting to heat up.
Yeah, we're big on Savali, so it'd be real nice if he comes around. I believe Yandy is still available. Yes.
Yeah. No, he got taken.
No, he did. Okay.
I want to say yes.
Yes, I see now. Yes.
He is brown. That's third base. Yeah, that's right. I do. These colors are throwing me off. I'm so used to
NFBC colors.
NFBC colors. All right, so Yasmani Grandal, 232 projected batting average. That's not bad for catcher.
And we've seen him do better. Like, I think we saw his worst we're going to see last year. Let's put it that way. So, I'm an optimist. Miguel Vargas, Brendan Rodgers, man, Zinke, you are killing me.
Syndergaard, that's an interesting one.
A lot of middle infielders for Zinke. This does not feel like a Zinke draft. I'm really looking forward to hearing the recap pod with them.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun to listen to. Because again, they've got three guys at three different parts of the draft: 1, 8, and Sheehan at 13. Like that'll be.
Ooh, Kopech to McLeod. Talk about needing the IL there. That's a good call. Clerk, Young, Adam, Quantrill, Kopech. A lot going on there. Yeah, all Max, right, there's a ton of interesting SP for sure.
Yeah, there are, and that's where I'm kind of taking this is. So I've thought about Trevor Rogers in the 17th. It's down to the 19th round.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Tayon's
Justin Steele, Trevor Rogers, Carrasco, Manaea, Savali.
You're pulling out my heartstrings there. There's like 3 pitchers I love right there.
I know.
Ooh. Steele, Carrasco, Savali. You got your Trevor. Chat, you're up. What do you guys like? Let's have some fun. I think Gialdi passed out.
Yeah, there's a lot of starters.
Bo Naylor just went. Steve Gardner's taken some interesting picks, I'll be honest. Lately, Flaherty, Bo Naylor. You guys don't have a minor league team, do you?
I think I'm going to jump and go Savali.
Yeah,
Blackman. So Jen just took Blackman. That would have been a good fit on my squad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's Gialdi. Ben Tidd said Steele. I think Savali is not bad. Steele might be there on the way back, honestly.
Savali's got a 2-round ADP. He's 2 rounds later than Steele.
Ooh, then,
but
I know who
I'm not playing ADP. I'm taking the guy I like better.
Take your guy. Take your guy. You do you.
One of these pitchers should be back. Rogers, Steele, Carrasco, Manaea should be back.
Yeah, get another pitcher or two, and then he can forget about him for the rest of the draft because it gets so bad after we hit this next range, basically. Tayon's gone. Gialdi.
Yep, Tayon's gone. Tayon's a good pick. He's a whip maven.
Yep. He's a Quantrill type for me. Maybe more strikeouts than Quantrill though. But I like both of them. I seem to have at least one of them on like all of my teams. Taillon or Quantrill. Late picks.
So one thing my team's missing, only one thing, otherwise it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Is some youth.
Hey,
like I don't have any.
We're not.
I can take some shots after round 20, but I don't have many like flyers.
We're not ageist around here. It's okay.
That hot tub time machine thing
was amazing. Because also I love that movie, and most people do. It's like a cult classic type thing, or you love it or you hate it. I think it's amazing, but it's yeah, great cast, great comment by Britton Allen. So good. Yeah, makes me want to go watch it now. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So if anyone in the chat wants to, I'm interested to see which other teams you guys like. I'm too busy to look at other teams right now, but I think it'd be fun to talk about a couple other squads that that are drafting tonight. So if anyone wants, or Bubba, obviously, if anyone sticks out to you,
Christopher
but if
Morel.
anyone likes some builds, let's bring those up and we can talk about them.
Well, I loved McLeod's early on, and then he kind of went haywire here towards the end. Not bad, but I liked his. I like Jen's quite a bit. That's got some juice to it.
I feel like I've been cursing Steve's name and Dr. Roto quite a bit,
Yeah,
but maybe only because they're right next to me. Like I have no idea what the folks at the end of the draft are doing right now, just because.
like even Jen getting Jose Siri and John Birdie this late for potential steals is a nice little punch after going Pasquantino, Bogarts, Will Smith early. That's a nice look for sure. Kansas Gialdi. I love the Bloomfield team start. Really impressive.
Yeah. Of course. About the middle rounds, Gialdi.
Tom Mill Hall, to repeat, in case you don't know it, Jennifer is kicking your collective aces.
Awesome.
Let's talk about her team then for fun here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Blow up the screen here so I can see it. She went Judge, Arenado, Altuve, Will Smith, big time hitting up top.
Yep.
Could get some steals if Judge steals again. We'll see. Altuve could give you some as well. But then you got Manoah as our first pitcher. Then back to Bogarts and Pasquantino. So still not a lot of speed, really, but tons of power. Really good batting average. Like she's got a heck of an offensive squad. Then she goes Kershaw, Bednar, Morton, Clay Holmes. So Bednar, Holmes are closers. Morton, Kershaw, Manoah, her starters. Good starters, not the best probably. Fairbanks as her third closer. Mikolas to go with it. So you got the pitching's interesting. There's no like elite pitcher, I'd say, outside of Manoah, but some really good pitchers. Then you throw JD Martinez in the bats, Oscar Gonzalez, and Siri Birdie for the steals, Peterson, Blackman. She's getting some good bases late. There's that Blackman pick. So good team for sure. Pitching, with all the late pitching that goes, I think I would have expected some more, I guess, ace type pitchers, but still very good pitchers.
This is Jen's team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was her plan. It seems like. I mean, just taking one starter in 7 rounds, and then I think she'll go pretty heavy starters at the end here, just volume wise.
I'm with you. A few people are saying Dr. Roto, so Bobby Witt Jr. to start. We loved the Cole Woodruff combo. We were big fans of that.
And then Iglesias.
Iglesias behind it. Bring in George Springer, the Rushman. It kind of fell in theory compared to some other leagues we've seen. Adames, Stephen Kwan, Taylor Ward, and Telez. We love both those picks in rounds 9 and 10. Throwing some Harris Bader. Goes next our boy Jomo. A nice Alex Lang after you saw Sewald and Bard go to get your second closer there. Luis Ariz, Eovaldi, Hunter Brown, Jameson Ty. Nice little 3-pack of pitchers there between rounds 15 through 17. Langoliers and Bryson Stott. So, yeah, very, very great start. And then some nice moves after that for sure.
And definitely the Taylor Ward, Rowdy Telez, Jomo. Like we were talking about those guys a bunch. So,
yeah.
Oh damn! Then went Joey Gallo. There went my batting average savior.
Joe Sheehan, what are you doing? Can't be having that. See, Francisco Alvarez is a catcher here too. He should be util only. Interesting.
It is wild how many starting pitchers I still like.
So are you still looking at your boy Trevor?
Still looking at Rogers. Steele is still there. That
Carrasco went.
Carrasco just went. I could go Manaea.
No, you can't.
Did you deactivate that button on my
not with those other options you mentioned. No, you can't.
Tom just and I've talked about Rudy a bunch, or at least a couple of times. Kind of likes the Razzball team. That would make sense. Rudy's he's a killer.
Yeah, Rudy knows what he's doing. That's for darn sure.
All right. So I'm up in 3 or 4 picks. I'm trying to see if like a bat really sticks out to me. By projections, Randall Grichuk's the top guy, but I know he's got something, doesn't he?
Yeah, he had surgery. He's gonna be out for at least 6 weeks or so.
Jorge Soler sticks out.
Soler, Adam Duvall should be around there somewhere.
Yeah, I do need a little bit more batting average.
Oh, now we're concerned about batting average? After all that, now we're concerned?
I could stick my neck out for CJ Abrams.
Yeah, no, now we're talking my language.
Again, like I was just saying, I have not really taken any shots this draft.
Gialdi does mention Oscar Colas. That could be an outfield shot for you with the White Sox. That's an intriguing one if you want an upside play. Should be a starting outfielder out of camp.
Kyle Isbell is someone who I queued up for later, but I think he'll play. I think Waters is out.
With the Drew Waters injury, he's supposed to get a chance to play more for sure.
I might go Abrams just because I gotta start taking a couple shots, and this is
Oswaldo
5 rounds.
Peraza is a good middle infielder. That's someone that Max mentioned. It's another one.
Rengifo. This is a non-Bloomfield pick, but I'm gonna go Abrams.
CJ Abrams.
I'm not that confident in him, but again, it's 20th round, and he could really, he could get some.
Yeah, Dr. Roto getting Zach Eflin in round 20 is pretty juicy too. That's nice. That's nice. Love CJ Abrams here. Big fan. I'm a believer. I might be overthinking it.
I'm not, but like 20th. I need to take a couple shots like this.
Steals, average. I like it.
He does the walk. So the walk rate is awful, which
Yep.
for real baseball is not good. But I think Washington's going to give him like a extremely long leash. But the K rate's fine. He runs. Yep. I don't know.
Ball gets put in play.
Is like, is he going to hit like 5 homers, 4 homers, or 10, 15?
He could be a Luis Ariz light a lot later in the draft. More steals. Yeah. There goes Colton Wong. Always a fan favorite.
So, yep, I was actually thinking about Colton Wong there too.
So look at the chat likes your Abrams pick. You're doing good here, Ryan.
All right,
you're doing
chat.
good. You're back. You're back.
Look at that. Tom's on. Eric speaks the truth. You haven't liked a couple of my picks, Eric. Yep. So
and he's watching on his big screen. His 8.5-foot projector, so we're good.
I know you're not BSing me.
So we're 2/3 of the way through the draft.
Yeah, 2/3 of the way. Thanks for hanging. We're still like
10 picks to go.
We're down maybe 5-10 viewers when we started. So
you guys are maniacs. We love you.
You guys, hopefully you're taking away some entertainment, some actual value out of this thing.
Yeah, I'm not out of much value. I'm here for the entertainment. So hope you guys figured that much out.
You're here to tell me to take more Angels pitchers.
What could go wrong?
I almost died when you said that.
Sounds fun. So are we going back to the mound here, or do you want to get?
Yeah, we're going back to the mound. I mean, like the pitchers that I want are still here, like 5 rounds later. So I
like the Maeda call that Max mentioned, by the way,
and Alex Wood.
Yeah, I go Maeda over Wood. I like both those potentially. Good idea, Gialdi. We might have to do that. We might just have to do that. Maybe we'll have a drink and talk about it and figure it out.
Rogers and Steele still there.
Yeah,
those are Rogers is not one of the top guys, but if I go down a little bit even more, so we brought up Wood. I like Jose Suarez a lot.
Yep, that's a big one.
I like Braxton Garrett.
Your boy Manaea is still there, but there's better pitchers ahead of him. But he's still there. There goes Dylan Floro. I think that's a decent 20th round pick right there.
Yeah, I like that.
Good flyer.
We'll see what they do with Puck, but I do like that pick.
Yeah, I don't mind Puck as a later round tart for sure.
It's getting to the Lopez time.
Oh, Max is funny. Max is
Daniel
good.
Hudson taken?
Nope, I like that one though.
Oh, no, he got taken 19.
I missed him. Painter got taken, Eric. He got taken by Rudy Campbell, I believe.
What does the chat think of Brandon Hughes as a third closer?
He asked the chat. He didn't ask me, so that's okay.
Oh, but yeah, I don't.
I know.
Anthony Dominguez is still available.
No, I don't mind that. I still told you about Jorge Lopez still sitting out there, but you've ignored that every time I've mentioned it.
He's gone, I think. I think that's
Jorge Lopez is gone?
Yeah, 15th round.
Oh, dang. Missing all the good stuff. I got my closers chart up from from Jewett, so I'm trying to.
Yeah.
You still got Mark Melancon if you're feeling frisky. I'm not feeling that frisky. I'm just throwing it out there.
I think I'm going to go. Man.
I do have an interesting one I'll save till later as a spec. You could take Felix Bautista's backup since he's got the injury concerns right now.
Baker.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about him last week as like the ultimate last round. Just doesn't work. You've got a fab spot.
You see what Tom Mulhall said about Brandon Hughes?
No.
30 save upside per the forecaster. Do you believe your work, Ryan?
Did I sign off on that? Since I took Esteves, do not speculate on Esteves.
That's too good. Too good.
Granted, when we wrote that blurb about Esteves, he was, I guess, a free agent coming out of Colorado. So
yeah, he probably
we don't project roles in that, but that is a good point, Tom.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Nick Gordon's a great pick. Yeah, very good pick by
Anthony
Fred
is
Zinke.
interesting. He's not even on my radar, but like, and this is the joys of drafting live. Like, 21st round, should he be on my radar?
Who?
Sir Anthony.
I've been so torn on the Philly. There goes Colas, Oscar Colas to Duvall and Colas, both of them. Steve Gardner. Dang it.
Champ for a reason.
Yep.
Jen. Sir Anthony.
Oh, there you go.
I probably wouldn't have. I think Kimbrel gets it.
Chapman is still available. Yes, Chapman is still there. I don't mind him late either. So what starter are we going with here?
I'm pretty sure I'll go Justin Steele.
Yes. I'm going to be using the blue steel from Zoolander GIF so many times this year. I have it queued up. It's going to be glorious.
He's either going to get stolen from me with the snipe here, or it will be a steal in the 21st. One of the two.
Bloomfield coming over the top rope right there. Very proud of you. Very proud of you with that little pun action. Well done. Yeah, big fan of that.
I like it. I like Justin Steele.
There you go.
He's pretty polarizing. Like, there are cases to be made against him, but I just like the finish. The specs score was fantastic.
Gialdi. Steele will get me back into this.
He's back in?
Yep, he's in. Let's scroll that board up a little bit.
Just in time.
Oh, yeah. Max, well done. Well done. That might be better than the steal of the draft.
So we're going to lose.
We lose the names, though.
We lose the names, but
yeah,
that's probably better than staring at something that
doesn't exist. I can't help you if I can't see the bottom. So.
All right.
Just when I thought you were out, it pulled me back in. Steele was a steal on the 21st. This is great.
So here's the other thing I'm thinking about, and it's something I've changed a little bit from older drafts. For whatever reason, I have this like thought that I need to fill out my starting lineup in the first 23 rounds. I have 9 pitchers. My pitcher slots are filled, but I still might go more pitchers. I might get 10, 11 and still have an open utility and an open outfield.
I love it.
But just because my starters, especially on pitching, you're going to need more than 9. And so I'm okay if a lot of those starting pitchers that I've been talking about the last 5-10 minutes, if those guys are still around,
there goes Manaea.
I'm fine taking those guys on reserves, quote unquote, before I fill out my hitting starters.
And it's a great point, especially for pitchers, because wouldn't you rather have these guys you can use now instead of some scrubs in round 28, which you probably won't even care about and want to drop? Right. And you can always find a 5th outfielder somewhere or something. So, yeah, I like that call quite a bit. This is why he's good, folks.
All right, so Manaea went.
Is Roansy Contreras still out there?
I feel like he is.
Yeah, someone just Max just mentioned in the chat. That's insane if he's still out there.
So there's Roansy, there's Jose Suarez, there's Trevor Rogers, there's Jose Urquidy.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, take more pitching. Take more pitching.
No, Urquidy went. My bad. 17th round. To Maeda, someone commented about.
Yeah, I like the Maeda call.
Earlier, he's still hanging around. I mean, I have no idea what to expect from him this year, but actually on my sheet, Next to my 8, I have a little thing for notes, and I literally typed in, when did I put this? I typed in who the hell knows
There's some
on
people. There's some people pretty high on my 8 out of that for sure.
on December 23rd, Christmas. Christmas, I'm doing Kenta Maeda deep dives.
Yeah.
All right, I'll buckle down, Gialdi. Dre Jameson.
I like Dre. Dre's good. I'd wait a little longer on Dre, to be honest, but that's just me.
He popped in an Eno Stuff Plus article on The Athletic yesterday, which gets my attention. But yeah, that is absolutely a takeaway. Is like you can go volume starters late. Trevor Rogers just went. Flowers.
What Ray Flowers was at round 22, 21, 21. Okay, so it's fine, no big deal. We can bounce back. Mark Melanson in round 22 is not a bad throwaway closer option. I think that's interesting. Yeah, and Gialdi makes a great point. We're at the point of the draft. Forget the ADP. Go get your boys.
Yep.
Go.
Yep. I think we've been there.
Yeah, so I like
round or two now.
I honestly like you talked about the upside gamble picks. I think this is a perfect Ronesy Contreras time, personally. If he can figure out the walk situation, the dude's a beast. But I also like the Kenta Maeda part too. So that's where I'm at the moment.
And Jose Suarez and Alex Wood.
I might take Suarez over both of them. Yeah. Go get your Angels, kid. Go get them. Go get those Angels. Cubs and Angels.
Oh, that's right.
Cubs and Angels, baby.
God,
Come on.
I can't take Jose Suarez.
6-man rotation with Suarez. Let's go. Or 5.5 man, whatever they're calling it. There goes Logan O'Hoppe as the backup catcher in the minor leagues. That's good. Bold strategy, Cotton.
I've got my eye on outfielders though. Couple guys who pop: Austin Hayes, Jake Fraley, and Manny Margot.
I like those actually, and outfielders have been flying too.
And that's kind of the thing. Like outfielders have been flying. There's not too many outfielders on here that I'm like super stoked about.
Yeah,
and there still are a bunch of pitchers. So maybe
that's not a bad idea. That's a good call.
Just goes. Maybe I'll take Margot.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move actually, and taking one of those guys and coming back with another pitcher. Max mentioned grab Ashby last round as an IL stash. # Bloomboard. It's not a bad call either.
That's
actually
really good
a call.
Fantastic call.
Yeah.
That's the perfect 26th round pick is Aaron Ashby.
Yeah, I like the idea of getting an outfielder here, coming back with another starter. I think that's a good decision, Mr. Bloomfield.
Wait, what is a good decision?
Going and getting your outfielder here and then coming back with another starter.
Yeah, I think so. I think Margot's the play.
Yep, I'm on board. Let's do it. Kirilloff in round 22 is nice. I like that.
Yep.
Oh,
that green. Dude, Erickson took 5 outfielders in a row.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I guess Morel is second base. Taylor, never mind.
But look at who he took. He took Mitchell, Morel, Marsh, Taylor. Like, they're good dudes, but there's a lot of questions there. Siri is not there. Gialdi. Yepes is, though. Yepes is a fun one, too, because he should be playing regularly. Tyrone Taylor is gone, Tom.
No, it's Tyrone Taylor. I like Margot there a lot, actually.
I like Margot too. I like the Yepes call though. That's got some legs as well. Something to keep in back of the mind, I guess, going forward.
Target update on my bats: 256 batting average. Target at 255. 20 homers per player, and 20 as a target. 11 steals per player, 9 as a target. Of course, your projections are gonna look good, but I think I navigated that early batting average hole okay.
Yeah.
With Turner.
You did. You did good.
Yeah. So Gialdi. So Eric. Let's revisit those comments from the 10th round.
How about we finish the draft before we let them roast you some more? I like Moncada right there from Jen. That's another really fun pick.
Tyrone Taylor is still available.
What Taylor are you highlighting then?
Chris.
Oh, it's Chris Taylor?
Chris
Oh, okay,
Taylor.
my bad. My bad. I thought it was Tyrone. Honey bunches of oats with strawberries and ready. Ben 10.
Is that Ben?
Love this. Yeah. Love it.
11 o'clock Eastern.
That's
Sweet.
good stuff.
Thanks for hanging, man.
Yep. I love these live drafts, man. I can't wait. Bloom's going to jump on one with me to do an OC because my Tout Wars draft is at 9 a.m. Pacific time on a freaking Tuesday
On
or
a
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
So that ain't going to work. But we'll do an OC or something.
We'll do an OC. I wish we could do your Tout, but
I wish we
I
could do
may
the
get
Tout,
fired
too.
from the day job doing a 9 a.m. Tuesday
I think
stream.
I could get fired from the day job. Like a 1 hour pod's one thing, a 3 hour draft's a little different.
A 1 hour pod, like, and we've done it. I've done it over
Yeah.
lunch, like, whatever. 3 hour like
Yeah.
extravaganza. Not good.
Yeah, it's a bit different, that's for sure. Andy Rodriguez going right there. That's another like. Okay, these guys are really smart. Don't get me wrong, but we're taking some guys that aren't even starting the season in the bigs at catcher. What am I missing here?
McLeod.
There's like at least 3 catchers that have been drafted that probably aren't starting the season in the bigs.
Who is Pittsburgh's starting catcher? I mean, it can't be
It's
anyone good.
it's Austin Hedges.
Oh,
yeah, no, Andy Rodriguez should be the guy. He's awesome, but it feels like they're just blocking him still.
Yeah, could be. Actually, I like the pick before that. I like because I wasn't that enthralled with the Gabriel Moreno pick. I still maybe I know I like Carson Kelly more than everyone else, but
yeah,
I like Carson Kelly.
Jake
Fraley just went. Zinke,
Yep.
That's a great pick.
Yep.
I feel like Zinke's crushing this draft.
That's what he does. He's the silent assassin. He's north
He did
of the border.
Take 3 second baseman, which pissed me off. But
he's in America's attic, and he's kicking our butt. He's stealing our Wi-Fi, and he's crushing it. It's ridiculous.
Alex Wood still available?
Yeah, he should be. I believe Francisco Alvarez is gone, Mr. Gialdi. Moncada is gone.
So I'm
there
looking.
There goes my boy Isak to Mr. Gardner, of course, smart man.
I like the Brandon Belt pick.
Belt's a great pick. To who took him there? Who's this? Oh, no, McLeod. Yeah, great pick. Wood and Maeda are both available.
And Suarez,
Christian Betancourt. I like all these picks. Fraley, Belt, Paredes, Betancourt. Late round picks, folks. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I saw it. Don't blame you, Jaldi. Don't blame you one bit. I would have checked out too, but I was.
Am I on the clock? No,
I'm here. I don't think so. I think you're on deck. You're on deck. Where are you going? What are you doing? Now you're on the clock.
What am I doing?
There goes Erod.
Going Alex Wood. I think that's a pretty easy call.
Okay.
Alex is, I hate saying especially IL again, but
that's true.
I think he's
true. You can take advantage of the IL spot. There's no question about that. You can
throw those 120, 140 innings of really good ratios, and if he's hurt a little bit, that's fine. And so I've got, let's see, I've got one utility open, and I have an extra pitcher slot. So I'm getting there. So this is what this is where I need to really start just filling my queue with specs. So if anyone wants to throw out some names, I've got some in the queue. But
is it too early for Aaron Ashby? Because I think that's a great one to walk away with.
I think it's a little early, but maybe not. I mean, it'll be 24th round.
I think it's worth having. Like that's a stash. Because think about it, if he's healthy, what rounds he going? Like 16, 15?
Yep.
I know there's a lot of questions still. Like it's a lot of what ifs, but I think there's
he's
some.
I say only, but he's out till mid-May. That's a month and a half. It's not like half the year. He could be out the whole year. I mean, who knows? Yeah. But that's what they're saying now. We've got AJ Puck time. I like AJ Puck as a spec. I like AJ Puck. I like Ronaldo Lopez.
Taylor Rogers, I would say. If he's still available. Oh, he's taken. Never mind. I saw him taken. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
No,
wait, what the hell? Tyler Rogers.
Tyler got taken instead of Taylor? Are you kidding me?
Or am I mixed up? No, my bad. Taylor Rogers.
I was
Taylor,
about to
not
go,
Rogers.
wow. That would have been one for the ages right there.
So this is a name I really like. We talked about him, I think, last episode, Bubba, is
Yep. You
Mr.
do like him
Massey.
quite a bit. You do like
Adding
Mr.
him to the
Massey.
queue. I'm adding Lopez to the queue. And like at this point, I don't know about anyone else who does like live drafts. I'm no longer tracking who's getting picked at this point. Like picks are flying. It's hard to find these guys on my sheet. I'm just filling up my queue with guys I like.
Don't forget the Baker as your last pick, as Eric mentioned. That's a good one to spec on in Baltimore.
Reynaldo Lopez got taken somewhere, or at least he's not showing up.
Yeah, he got taken a couple rounds ago.
By who?
Right after Sean Manaea. Rudy Gamble.
What ad we have here?
The Best Ball Championship. Yeah, that's not Underdog. Underdog Fantasy.
That must be RT's.
Yep.
I will say RT Sports, they have like, I think I've talked about this before, but they have like my favorite feature where they have graphs of the standings by each week, and you can do it by overall, you can do it by category. It's really nice. And then they have a bar chart of the standings where you can see where you are. It's 10 bar graphs, one for each category. You can see exactly where you are visually compared to everyone else.
That's cool.
In one glance. Like it is super cool. They've got RT has some pretty cool features.
There goes Ashby, by the way.
There goes Ashby. Who was that? That was Soppy.
It's your boy.
Good pick.
I do like the Yepes call at this point in the draft.
Yeah.
Bryce Terang's out there. It's another good one. I do like Yepes. I think there's a lot to like. He's the favorite to be the full-time DH. Or at least
you think he'll play enough of DH?
That's the rumor on the street at the time right now. We'll see.
Chat is Bubba crazy? We like Yepes. We got a Hayward call. Sal Frelick. Yes, I like that one.
Sal Frelick. You got the Candyman, Candelario. That's another one to keep in mind.
So Candelario, I think is great in like a draft and hold. I think he's not the binary like cut or keep that I like. That type of player that I liked. What I could see myself doing with Candelario is just like, because he's playing every week, he just like stays on my team, stays on reserve, and just kind of is there.
Does nothing else.
Whereas like in a DC, you're gonna need Candelario to play throughout the year. Here's Gialdi recommending TON Tyler O'Neill. Gialdi, I think Tyler O'Neill is taken.
No, he's saying that Tyler O'Neill goes to center field, which opens up Yepes time.
I'm joking.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
You guys are selling me on Yepes. Ben Tidd says I'm on my own. I get it, Mr. Top 5 main event. I wouldn't want to unveil my late picks either.
Yep. Kepler, Carlson, Waino. It's getting fun here. We're getting towards the end. 6 more rounds to go.
I like the Frelick call a lot. Like if he doesn't play.
I'm trying to help. You're doing a great job, Anthony.
You're just returning.
This is an intervention. What other bats are you looking at, though? That's out of curiosity.
So in the queue, I've got Kyle Isbell, Massey, Yepes. Those are kind of the specs.
Man, you pick winning teams. Angels, Cubs, Royals. This is your jam.
Another guy I'm thinking about is oh no, never mind. He's taking that.
Max Jensen mentioned Edward Olivares. I think that's a strong call.
Yep.
He's supposed to play every day, hit the middle of the order. I like that a lot.
I'm thinking Tyrone Taylor as well.
I'd rather have Olivares.
You'd rather Olivares? You think Olivares will play enough?
He's supposed to be regular right now. Yeah. Where
he just got
Taylor as the platoon.
Damn. Dr. Roto just grabbed him.
Are you kidding me? He is listening to this feed. This is ridiculous. Can we like mute him somewhere? Yeah, I like that Olivares call quite a bit. That's a good one. Very good one. Yeah, this is fun. There goes Bailey Ober. Griffin Jacks is another late target, by the way. If you want pitching, Griffin Jacks would be one I'd look at. Max Jensen. I'm texting Dr. Roto. Sorry. Elvis Andrus got taken. Yeah, Elvis has left the building.
I think I'm gonna do one more pitcher and then starting pitcher and then hit some bats.
You gonna take Kenta for us, or are you gonna take someone else?
Let's see if he's still.
I think he's still available.
Angels, baby, go Angels!
Jose Suarez time.
Yep. So I'm done with starters. I've got 9 of them.
You're good.
So we've got 6 bench spots, which 6, not 7. That is a difference between LABR and FPC.
Eric made a good, or Matt made a good point. No one has taken Trevor Story. I know he might be out the entire year, but he could come back early. No one's taken him yet.
Yep. And who did I say at the beginning? Royce Lewis.
Royce Lewis.
I wonder what folks would think about Lewis versus Story as injured.
Lewis is supposed to be back mid-season, so I like Lewis for sure.
And I think he'll Lewis play at the All-Star break. At least.
You can get Lewis at the All-Star break. I like that. See, Dom's a Griffin Jacks believer as well. I like that.
Yeah, Liam Hendricks as an IL stash. Do you go on the IL with what he has? I'm not totally sure.
That's a good question. I don't know. You'd think so? You would think he'd have to go on the 60-day?
I'm trying to think if like Trey Mancini would have been on the IL.
You would think they'd have to go on the 60-day IL to free up a roster spot. Because they're on the 40-man and take them off the 40-man. So you'd think so?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I had not even thought about that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. What I miss?
Just got taken.
Oh my goodness! By frickin' McLeod.
Mancini was on the IL, so
yeah.
So good pick, McLeod. That's hilarious. Scratch that. Maybe I take Royce Lewis. So Maeda's still available. I've already got 2 bench starters.
I like Royce Lewis.
So I think I'm done with starting pitchers. I think I'm going to go Royce Lewis. I think this is a good time to take him. He'll be shortstop outfield eligible, which could be nice. Gialdi wants to meet before the draft next year. Brantley's a decent one who may start on the IL.
Yeah.
Another comment, Eric, for
South Bryce Turing. There goes Bryce Turing, who I like a lot this year. I love the Royce Lewis call. If no one screws that up, that'd be phenomenal. Come back mid-season. I think there's 3 a lot to like there.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
I like that.
And then I'll have 3 spots, probably 2 more hitters and 1 reliever.
Yeah. Matt, you're saying Mervis then drop if there's not on the roster. Mervis ain't going to be on the roster. I hate to break it to you. They've already said you started in AAA. That's a done deal. Story is still available, Dom. He is. I'd rather go Lewis first just because he'll be here closer to midseason where Story is more of an end game thing.
I think so. Because he might be out the whole year.
Yeah, I think he's out the whole year. Like, why? They have no reason to rush him back. I don't think they're going to be any good.
Did you see his arm, that picture?
Yeah. Gnarly.
Really bad.
There goes Dom Smith to Jen after Ben mentioned him. So that's good. Don't do it. Don't do it here. Leave us Royce Lewis. Don't be that person. Or leave Ryan Royce Lewis. I keep saying us like I'm a team fan. Let's do this. Alec Thomas has been taken. Pretty sure.
He's gone.
Yeah. I think Dom says that Royce Lewis won't get regular playing time. I think he will get regular playing time. They'll move some bats around. Not too worried about that.
I'm not super worried about it. I think there are a lot of bodies, so I agree with Dom there. I just think by July, like Alex Kirilloff's going to be hurt.
Kepler might
people
be
will
traded.
get hurt.
Kepler might be traded. Buxton probably hurt. Like, let's be realistic about this.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Lewis can play everywhere. So we are down to our final 5 picks. 5 picks. Ezekiel Tovar's gone. Long gone.
Yeah, Ezekiel Tovar's gone. This is some awesome, like, you could build a whole endgame list from this live stream.
Yep.
This is really
really good stuff.
Good stuff. Sixto Sanchez?
Yeah, he's down like 40. He's down like 40 pounds.
Yep.
I do like the Oswaldo Cabrera, Oswaldo Peraza, or whoever they are for the Yankees. They both have some intriguing options if they're available. I can't remember if I think they're available. I haven't seen them taken.
I think one of them got taken. Well, Bubba, you're probably gonna have you'll have like a half-hour break till your next.
So I can go get a snack. I'll get a snack and then I'll go pod. Get to go talk Dodgers.
So you started at 4 and you're gonna go till 10?
Yep. It's what I do, Bloom. It's what I do.
Michael says Massey. Michael Massey. That I might take Massey with my next pick. And Brian Baker, I think I will take.
I like that.
I need to take 1 closer spec and 2 more bats. So those 2. I think the way it would go now is I would take. God, there's a lot of guys. There's I could take Yepez, Sal Frelick, or Massey, or Kyle Isbell. So 2 out of those 4, and then either like Puck, Clark Schmidt, or Baker. Probably. Why did I throw Clark Schmidt in there? I don't need to start.
Baker.
Yeah.
Baker for sure.
Something like that. You think Baker out of that crew?
Out of that crew, yeah.
If I do take Baker, I should probably get him before.
I'd take him with your next pick, personally.
Zinke. Because Zinke has
Felix Bautista. I would take him with your next pick. If you really want
to. If I were Zinke, I would be taking Baker 26, 27.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So with your next pick, you need to take him if you want him.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, it's like, I shouldn't even say that. It's 2 rounds early. It's the 26th round. Who the hell?
Yeah. And Gialdi talked about Nate Eaton there. Nice little speed source. That's going to play a lot right now with that injury to Drew Waters.
You think? I don't know if Eaton plays enough, though. I don't know.
With Drew Waters out, he could.
Because I think I saw Isbell is at least on RotoWire, said Isbell
he's the favorite.
The favorite to play every day now.
He's the favorite, but we'll see.
Expected to open in center field. But yeah, spring training needs to happen. He needs to win that job. So, we're sitting here talking about the Royals and
you got Gialdi right there
with Isbell. That makes sense. AJ Puck. Did AJ Puck go?
I did not see him go yet.
No, he's in my queue still. So Puck is available. So that's the thing. If I take Baker, I can't go Puck.
Yeah, I'd still rather have Baker. He should start the year as the potential closer. Where Puck might be the end game closer for the Marlins. That's true. I like that, Tom. Good call on Nelson Cruz.
Braxton Garrett just went. I love that pick. Again, if he doesn't make the rotation, you cut him.
Boy.
I think I took him in the 13th round of our blind DC. Braxton Garrett, he was the min. Yeah. He's the min. He's like the current min by like 100 picks.
Yeah, you blew that min out of the water.
Whoops.
Well done. It's actually the league I think the ADP I have up is right now. It's pretty funny. Let's list for fun here. Garrett. Braxton Garrett, where are you? Bloom took him. His ADP is 372. 313 to 433. Bloom took him at 186. That 313 over the last 2 weeks. 186. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Good.
Not too shabby there.
I really like him. Obviously, I really like him.
Yeah.
So Tyrone Taylor is absolutely a thought. Max says, yeah, should Givens be ahead of Baker practically? We talked about that a little on the last show. Like, yeah, I mean, Givens has the air quotes closer experience, but I don't know. That's a tough call. Because if I don't take Baker, I can probably wait, get Puck, and take like Massey. I really like Massey. I think, I don't know, DLD, do you think Massey's going to play every day? I think he's their second baseman most days.
All I know is Givens isn't even on the list on Baltimore's page from Jewett.
Trusted source. Reliever recon for anyone.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw that out there. It surprised me quite a bit. He's not even on the page. You're not on the clock yet.
Anthony says
Massey will play.
Will he play well?
There
went Puck. There went Puck.
Yeah, AJ Puck Guion makes Baker even by Dr. Roto.
Dr. Roto,
our guy.
Hey, Doc. Hope you've enjoyed the stream this evening.
Yeah, give us a rate and review on iTunes later on if you could. That'd be great. Like and subscribe to Baseball HQ's YouTube. That'd be cool too.
That's awesome. I think he's in my Tout Wars draft. Which
you get the double dip. Double dip. I got the defending champion Michael Richards in mine. I have Alex Chamberlain in mine. I have Dylan White in mine.
In Tout?
No, in TGFBI. Sorry. I thought you said that. You're talking Tout. Never mind.
Talking Tout.
I think Jen's the only one in here in my Tout league. I had a former member in here, but he bounced. So it's just Jen, I believe.
Oh, just figured this would come. Just got the text.
There goes Baker. Oh, you got to go on the radio?
Could
do we're live streaming. Like, hello.
Could do a radio live stream.
Oh, this would be good. I'll make sure you laugh. I'll make sure you laugh. Don't you worry.
It might be. They want 8:35 or 8:20. It might be. We'll probably be done by 8:30.
Yeah, when the show's over.
I'll do it. I won't do a call on the show. All right, I took Baker. I took Baker at your urging.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll have to listen to Fred if they're still streaming at this point.
I'll check.
If
he's doing outfield next.
He's cursing me. I'm doing Massey next. I hope Massey comes back. That's the risk with Bakers. I don't know if Massey will. I really like Massey.
You just go to Erickson.
But again, if Massey's gone, I still have Frelick, Yepes, and Tyrone Taylor, Kyle Isbell. There's a lot of options. Are they still going, the RotoWire guys?
Nope, they're done.
They
went for like 2 hours.
Don't blame them.
Yeah.
Actually, this is flown by, man. Like we're 3 hours in. But for me at least.
It's flying by. Like that's why I don't mind doing these. They're easy. But yeah, your RotoWire's done. They're just Fred might be cursing you from his pillow on the floor.
He took Jameson. That's a good.
Wilmer Flores.
He's probably laughing at us because he's saying Baker's not, whatever.
If he would have taken Michael Givens there, I would have laughed because that would have been a big middle finger to the Baker pick.
All right, Massey, Frelick, Yepes.
I'm Team Yepes, but I know you like Massey. Take your guy. Take your dude. Yeah, Yepes is still there. It's pretty bonkers, to be honest. Pretty bonkers because he should get some pretty solid run. When I talked to Thompson for the Cardinals show, he was a lot of positives out of the Yepes camp.
Okay, and he knows his card.
Like Alec Burleson could get some DH run, but they want Yepes to be the dude as much as possible. 25 years old. Projections don't have him play that much, but reports are he's supposed to get some serious run.
Okay. We'll do Yepes. I think I can wait a little on.
I think you can wait on Massey too, personally.
Yeah. All right. Britain coming in hot with the Tommy fam. We love our Tommy fam.
Yeah, we do love Tommy fam. Just don't play fantasy football with him. That's for darn sure. Hopefully Pete Alonso's in the league because then fam will be calm. I wouldn't go up against Pete.
All right, I took Yepes. Thanks for the rec.
Boom shakalaka. There you go, Gialdi. Yepes off the board.
I'll do the 11:35 Sirius.
Nice. He's going to be a star, folks. Bloomfield, he already is a star, but he's going to be a big-time star now. Radio star. But so you're gonna go with, like, honestly, Massey might go all the way to the end, but I like Britain's Derek Hall call for why Harper's on the IL. I think that's a big call as well. But make sure you get your boy Massey. I don't want you to like not get him and then have some anger about that one. Get your guy.
Yeah,
Unless Dr. Roto takes him here soon.
I'll go Massey next, and then probably Frelick in the last round.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is this only 29?
Yeah, you got a couple more picks. You got 3.
We made it.
Oh, only 29 rounds, not 30?
Only 30, or only 29.
Beautiful. We got
so yeah, only 6 bench spots. So Bubba, you get 2 minutes of your life back.
Woo! No, I'm just kidding. I'm all good.
Brian Bayo's interesting pick.
Yeah, the injury
depends
concerns,
if they like IL him or if they start him in the minors or what they do with him.
Yeah, you know my thoughts on Bayo. I love him, but that injury news, not good. Not good. But yeah, I'd still take a chance. Leody Tavares this late's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. Donaldson's probably not someone I'd go with.
I like him this late, but you don't need him for your team. That's for sure.
I like Britain's call of Clark Schmidt over Dominguez. I would. I mean, Schmidt's in my queue. I would take him, but I've already got.
Maeda still has not been picked yet. I don't get it. Oh no, he has been picked. Never mind.
Yeah, he got taken.
Steve Gardner, of course. Gardner,
24th round, right after your boy Isak.
Yep. It's a great little combo there. Isak, McCormick, or Isak, Maeda, Matz, McCormick, Ashcraft. He's got Colas, Duvall. I love it. Don't like the Flaherty pick, though, but that's just me. Hate Flaherty.
Tavares just went. Dr. Roto.
Yep. No, that's why I said it. I saw it go.
Okay. Never mind.
That was a good pick.
I got you.
Yeah, I forgot he was still out there. That's a good pick. Ginkel, that's not a bad spec
Ginkel
closer.
Is a closer spec. I wonder if he has Melanson.
No, Melanson went on the turn to your boy in round 22.
Like, we probably have about 40 boys each.
I forget his name.
Who's that's my boy? Kyle.
Kyle, ESPN. Yeah. ESPN.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think you take your guy. Take your boy. Take your boy.
We've got Masty on our DVR and I on our XFL team, so maybe I'm a little partial, but
you had valid reasons for liking Michael Massey on the last episode. I'll say that much. Because I'm not sold on him, but you made good points, especially as an ADP. It works.
Ever since they traded Mondesi, I mean, he's the guy.
And they're making Nicky Lopez just a utility guy off the bench, so they like Massey to play. Like, Lopez could easily take that job, but they are making a point to not make that happen.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes, as they say.
All right, people. No need to time out in the 27th.
Yeah, let's go. Get it together, folks.
Bubba's got another pod. What pod do you have tonight?
Los Angeles Dodgers season preview will drop on Friday with special guests with Vlad Sedler.
Okay. I know you said that, Vlad, I didn't know if that was what you were doing next.
It'll be dropped on Friday. Recording tonight, out for the masses on Friday. And then one more team to go. Then we're all done. All 30 teams. All 30 teams in the books. So.
What a long road it's been.
Yep.
You did a great job with it.
Thank you. It was tiresome at times, but I'm glad I did it.
I haven't gone through all of them.
I don't blame you. I barely got through them all too.
Just put a picture of yourself up at the thing with a voice recorder.
It worked out well. Gialdi actually asked me, he's like, would you do this again next year? I'm saying, like, right now, probably not, but I know I will. I know I will in a heartbeat, just because the response has been very good. So that's what it's all about. So, yep, I will do it again.
And if it gets me Juan Yepez, it's all worth it in the end.
And I learn off every episode because I find something out I don't know. So it works out pretty well in that regard. So you get Massey here. What position are you looking for to wrap things up? Just any bat, any specific positions? What are you looking for after
Doesn't
Massey?
really matter. The only thing I realized is I don't have a backup. I've got backups everywhere except for shortstop. No, I've got CJ Abrams. Never mind.
Yeah, you're good.
Got backups everywhere except for first base with Rizzo. But is there a decent first baseman?
I don't think there's much left. Is Seth Brown still out there?
No, he's gone. Votto maybe, but
Ooh, that's interesting as a late pick.
Jesus Aguilar.
Jared Walsh.
If Rizzo went down, I would. I mean, you can't have a backup at every single position with a 6-man bench.
No.
I'll fab one once I IL Lewis.
Trying
So
to
I'm going to
think
go
out
Massey
now.
just because, like, I don't know. I'll
You
just take the
got it.
best infielder I have.
And you take Massey, and then
An
so
outfielder.
Votto is interesting. If he bounces back at all, that's juicy.
It's funny some of the names at the end here, like, and just looking at first base, like how far they've fallen. Keston Hira, Calvin Biggio.
Oof.
I mean,
Unlimited
guys that are
ILs.
like under 30, they're in their 20s and were pretty legit as of like 2-3 years ago.
Okay, now you got me curious on something here.
Votto stashed to IL. How many IL spots? Unlimited. Britton Allen. Britton, I know you shouted out. Britton started up a new podcast. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, Britton, if you want to put it in here. But I know he talked about Ryan Noda.
Yeah, that's a good one.
As a late draft and hold.
Jared Walsh, Joey Votto, Garrett Cooper, Jesus Lamont Wade. People are pretty pumped on him right now, surprisingly. Ryan Noda, ADP of 593. Yeah, it gets pretty bad. Pretty bad down here. I'd almost take the Votto just to have it. I'm with Jaldi on this one.
So, someone in my queue just went. Or am I up? No.
You're on deck, I think.
Oh, Clark Schmidt just went. So if I do Votto, I probably want to take an outfielder.
No, you go Massey then Votto, no?
Then I only have one reserve outfielder. No, I don't even have a reserve outfielder.
I got
Yepez.
You go Massey and outfielder. You're on the clock. What are we gonna do?
Thought I picked. Is it late?
You take Frelick?
Took Frelick.
Oh boy. He's throwing the chat for a curveball there. Talking about all this other stuff and Frelick. Sal Frelick.
So Votto, the question I think that Ben asked, Votto out to start the year.
Spring training.
I think he's questionable for opening day. I think is what I've seen. The thing for me is it's a rotate. Like, that
is
could
a rotator cuff.
I think it's a rotator cuff.
Not good, Bob. Not good.
Tariq Skubal is a fine IL stash.
Yeah,
that is.
Spencer,
give credit to that pick.
There.
That's Jen. Jen's crushing it. I like Frelick, just not sure he starts in Milwaukee. I mean, that's be a cut if he doesn't make it, which is fine.
Faux shizzle. Yeah, so are you going Massey here?
Either Massey or Votto. Probably Massey.
Are you going to be a Massey-kist?
I'll go Mount Massey. I think. Votto is intriguing because you're right. I mean, he's free. He either plays or he's on the IL.
That's why I think, and Massey you might be able to add later.
The only thing I'll add, this is a LABR rule. I don't think we've talked about. If you fab a guy, you have to start him that week.
Ooh. That's dicey.
So if I'm already dumping Royce Lewis, I'm already dumping Frelick. Presumably those 2 fab guys I will need to start. So you don't want to do like too many of those types of things. So I'm probably going to go Massey.
That's a good point. And Dom, no, I cannot. Yeah, that's a tout rule too that really sucks, but it also limits guys from just like stashing dudes.
No, I actually it handcuffs you, but it handcuffs everyone. It's a lot of strategy. Like if you know a minor leaguer's coming in LABR, you can't really do minor leaguers in mix, but if you know, like in tout, if you know a minor leaguer's coming up in a couple weeks, you have to make that call. Like, am I going to eat that 0 for a week? And in only leagues you can. It's strategic. You can't just pick up guys and stash them on your bench. You have to start them. The other last part to that is opening days of Thursday. So when I say you have to start them for the whole week, truly you're only starting them Thursday through. It's a half week, so it's not like a killer if it doesn't work out.
Yep.
All right, I'll do my last pick, and then I think we'll sign off. Really appreciate everybody staying engaged the whole time. Like that, this was a ton of fun. Bubba, thank you, man, for
Anytime.
keeping me on my toes, humbling me when needed.
Sounds fun.
Gialdi, thanks for the interactions. Thanks everybody.
Thanks guys. That's fun. Lots of fun. Bloomfield's going to take home the dub this year. What year is this for you doing this?
This is year 4.
Oh, okay.
And I think I've gone like 6-2-6 or something like that.
Ooh, so you're telling me if trends go, you're going back to the top. Let's do this. Chris Bryant trends.
All right. So I guess next pod on Thursday
night.
So if you guys aren't subscribed to our new podcast feed, check out Bubba and the Bloom.
Yep, Bubba and the Bloom on the pretty sure it's on all listening platforms now. Twitter at Bubba Bloom Pod. So check all that good stuff out.
2 O's.
Yeah, Bloom. 2 O's, yes. Not Blom Pod, Bloom Pod.
Yeah. All right, that's it for me. So we're gonna let Bubba go to the bathroom. Me too. SiriusXM is gonna call. But yeah, this was a ton of fun, guys. Really enjoyed it. It's like one of the best nights of the year, fantasy wise, for me. Just to be able to do this in February. So we'll hope for no injuries until spring training or until opening day.
Perfect. See y'all later.